What's up, YouTube? Feel free to subscribe to this channel. This is what you need to do. Good morning, Facebook. What's up, everybody? It's a beautiful, nice and chilly day. It's Tuesday, the 15th. Hopefully, you're having an awesome day. We got Dr. Aaron Chapa in studio, and we got 45 seconds. We're going to get this thing on the road. Dr. Chapa, you doing good today?
Man, I was just telling the maintenance guy outside, if I was any better, I'd be twins. Feeling like a champ.
Hey, do y'all notice anything? We got new LED lighting in here. It is bright in here. Hopefully, y'all are enjoying that because I can definitely look at the camera now and look at my ugly face and notice the difference.
Oh, yeah.
Look how bright it is, Kurt.
I didn't even
my
realize.
head is literally shining today.
So that was phase step one of everything that we got going on. I'm excited. We're about to do this thing.
Well, normally I can type something in, but it keeps making me want to do this. And I don't want
So let us know. What are you guys up to?
let that go, I guess. KHEA.
Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Curt.
And it is a Tuesday, so you know Dr. Chop is going to be here. You know we're going to be talking about health. We're talking about getting well. We're going to be talking about everything that it takes to get you healthy in 2019. Curt, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. There's something that was happening or that I ate inside of this cleanse that still fit within the cleanse that brought back my allergies. So Dr. Chop and I, we're going to be talking today about how we can possibly figure out, okay, what is specifically that was that fired those allergies back up.
Wow. You know, I think there's a reason we're going to get to the meaning of it and figure that out. So I'm excited to learn all about your allergies. That's exactly what I want in my life. So we'll see how that goes. But this is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. A couple things we're going to be doing this show. You know, after Dr. Chapa's done, we're going to have another guest in. It's going to be Delta Life Fitness. So stay tuned so you can learn all about that. It's located in Dickinson, Texas. We're also giving away a couple of gift cards and some t-shirts to Olympia Grill. If you haven't been to the Lake City location, feel free to check them out.
Plus, we're giving away the tumbler for the league or the Lamarck Economic Development Corporation from the Benitos video that dropped last week.
And we have a bunch of these. So there's some people that are going to be getting either a free coupon to get some hummus or dessert at the Lake City Olympia Grill. And I got a text from Vincent last night. He was like, Gardy, I realized that I put the wrong year on here. And I said, yeah, we noticed, but we've been using them. He's like, I put 2018, but man, my bad. You know, obviously we'll still honor these. So it does not, if we give you this and it says valid through 2018, it really means 2019. So you can still use this and go experience that free dessert or that free hummus at Olympia Grill. Let us know, are you picking dessert or are you picking hummus? I feel like you can learn a lot about somebody, whether they're picking the dessert or hummus. Kurt, what are you picking?
Oh, dessert all day, every day.
Even on the cleanse?
No, Dr. Chop is here. We can't say that out loud, can we?
Yeah, so that hummus is really good. We've been having the salad, and on Monday there's actually an event going on that Olympia Grill and Chef's Table Charities is teaming up. They're going to do a thing where 10% of the proceeds, and from what I read it looks like all day. So they open at 11, and all day 10% of the proceeds from Monday is going to go to Chef's Table Charities so they can help get these families that are affected by the government shutdown all of the food, supplies, groceries, diapers, formula, things that a family needs to operate. And so that's very important. And we definitely want to support our families that are going through a time where, hey, they're not getting paid right now. Imagine putting yourself in that situation. You know, you're going to work and it's for however long, a couple months, and you haven't gotten a paycheck. You still have rent. You still need to feed your family. Your baby still needs to have, their snacks and everything else. So just keep that in mind. That's Monday. So shout out to Olympia Grill. We're giving this all away today. Make sure you stay tuned. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. We got Dr. Aaron Chapa hanging out with us. Looks like he's snacking on some carrots. How you feeling, Dr. Chapa?
I'm feeling like a rabbit, eating some carrots and some bell peppers. I feel like I'm, what's his name? Peter Rabbit sneaking in the old man's farm.
All right. Yeah, I bought some carrots yesterday, too. I went to the grocery store, and I got a little baggie of carrots as well. But that's a good snack.
Well, it is. You could dip that in some hummus, since some of you guys are saying hummus all the way. You could dip this in guacamole. You could eat it raw or plain. You could put it in your favorite vinaigrette dressing and, a little quick snack.
Sometimes they will serve carrots at restaurants where do they bake them? How do they do it where it's like soft and it's just falling apart?
Well, they could bake them or they saute them in a skillet. And
Okay.
So like we've done that several times. We actually did that this past weekend. We just sliced the carrots, in little disc in our food processor and threw them in a skillet with some onions and garlic and olive oil and vinegar and reduced it down. It actually gives it a little bit of a sweet taste and makes you feel like you're eating something a little different than just a carrot.
Yeah, it definitely is a different texture. Curt, so you're dealing with some stuff in your body. You've been doing pretty good allergy-wise, on this detox and cleanse.
Yeah, it felt great for the first 6 days, 7 days. And then I hit Sunday and I woke up and just started sneezing nonstop and I couldn't stop.
You hear that? Non-snot. That's what I heard him say.
It was pretty funny. It was a good little pun there.
So here's what.
But then I woke up again today. I still yesterday, Monday, kept to the same diet, but still woke up with it today, and it's still, there's stuff there. So
one of the things that you had mentioned earlier is that you introduced a new fat back in the butter, and it could be. I mean, but I doubt it. I mean, it's got 0.067% casein, the protein that people are sensitive to when they're dealing with food allergies in the dairy department. And in this case, what I think is your liver is dumping toxins that it wasn't dumping before because you are 7 days, week 2 of the detox.
Can I say something?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
The liver is the giver.
The liver is the giver.
That's all.
That's all. That's great. Hey, but you know what? If that's the only thing you grab hold of and you just shared that with everybody, that's a priceless tool of information.
The meeting that we had Thursday at Butler's Courtyard, I felt like there is nobody in that room except for you and your staff that is more educated than me.
The whole time Gardy was whispering to me, he's like, just say your
grain,
one
dairy, soy. The liver is the giver. Like everything that went on, and I was
it's
like,
not what you put in your body. It's not what you put in your body.
It's what you eat's important.
But what you don't eat is more important. Yeah, you were asking these things, and I was like, guys, how do y'all not know that? Do y'all not pay attention? Do y'all need to listen to KHEA radio and Kickstart more?
I think that's the answer right there. The answer is right here on Kickstart. There's
pretty
no
much.
doubt.
There's a lot of answers going on.
You can get free gift cards to Olympia Grill. You can get the shout out and come to hang out with us Thursday night. This week at Butler's Courtyard. We got Dr. Jerry Morrison coming in town.
Cool.
And he's going to be sharing about obesogens and how our body stores toxins in the fat cells.
What time is that going to be?
That's at 6:30 at Butler's Courtyard off Michigan Street in old historic League City. It's an absolute gorgeous venue that Amber and her team over there have just, it's a delight. This place is absolutely in the heart of the original historic League City, and you guys got to come check it out. It's a beautiful place. We're going to have beautiful education for you so that you can learn how to get well, stay well, and be well, and understand your body better on what you're up against whenever it comes to the why we need to be, detoxing or taking the bull by the horns and taking responsibility for our own health.
We had a great time at Butler's Courtyard. I'm sorry, there's a lot going on in the comments. First of all, let us know what you guys have going on. At Butler's Courtyard last Thursday, it was awesome. There was Natural Living was there giving out some of their smoothies and crackers, which I went later.
Yep.
And then there was the bell peppers and healthy Chapa approved snacks.
That's right. It was absolutely a grand time. We had Third Coast Wealth Management in there, giving away a detox, giving away shaker cup bottles. And, every week we're going to have different people coming in, and we just want to be a place of community where people can come together and share ideas and thoughts and challenges like Curt's going through this morning. But Curt, I will tell you, this is my 39th time to go through this protocol. And the last 3 days myself, I've woke up in the morning with drainage either down the back of my throat or coming out my nose, clear drainage. And
that's what it is. It's clear drainage.
Right. And so
Exciting. Thank you.
That is
Share more.
well, especially in this lighting in here we got in the studio, you can see the shine right off his nose.
You can watch the snot like drip down. Like, oh Lord, help us!
yucky,
This is disgusting.
So
These lights are nice.
yeah,
I
they are
love
nice.
it.
Nice.
And this is not the end. This is phase 1.
We have more lights coming in here. It's gonna be so bright. Everyone's gonna be like, okay, that's more than enough. You guys are very ugly. Stop. Turn the lights down. We liked it better before.
Well, that might be true, but they're gonna, or they might just say, "Hey, we can see them. We're gonna tune in more."
All of what I said earlier about the drainage and stuff, the weed botanical that you gave me, wiped it all out right now. So my ears are now cleared up. My nose is cleared up. It's really good.
So this is a mucous membrane support. So inside of your sinus cavities, we have these mucous membranes, and we've got to get them to be more supple and more nourished so that they can communicate with the rest of the body, your lymph system, so that we can encourage better drainage to happen. And that's some of what's going on is you need a little bit more drainage. And so being that this is your second detox, every detox you're going to have for the next 6 or 7 detox experiences that you put yourself through, you're going to learn something new about your body. Your body is constantly going to be working the liver and the lymph system over to create a movement of waste and trash that's stuck deep in your cell tissue. And that's what we're encouraging you to do on the detox is we're pushing your body into phase 1, phase 2 detoxification to unlock those toxic burdens that have been bioaccumulated over the years, and now we're giving them an opportunity to be excreted out of your body. And guess what? In your case, they're coming out of your nose.
Someone just asked, I have the same thing inside of your sinus, always running or stuffy, and trying to get rid of it, and nothing I take helps. So this is what I just took.
It's called Kids Cold. It's elderberry flower, echinacea. There's several little herbs in there that help in encouraging better mucous membrane production. We also have one called INF Fighter that has golden seal, chaparral, and echinacea in it that you could put not only take orally, but you could put in a neti pot and you could run it straight into your sinus cavities and get a lot of good therapeutic benefit by us taking these herbs and using them medicinally in ways that people just don't understand that they can do. And I was just listening to, a little podcast a little while ago about, just the power of bitter herbs. Like if you've got an upset stomach, if your digestive tract, if you're feeling bloated all the time, acid reflux, indigestion, and you've tried all kinds of different things, sip on peppermint tea, sip on ginger tea as a simple solution. If not, this is what we're in town for.
Mm-hmm.
We're in League City, Texas, Living Well Clinical Nutrition Center. We believe that all life starts and stops at the cellular level, and anything your body can develop, guess what? It can undevelop. And that's the good news. It doesn't matter what symptom patterns you got going on in your body. It doesn't matter how long you've been dealing with it. Your body wants to heal. You just got to stop doing the things that caused it. And we got to utilize and nourish the tissues in a way that you're not going to be able to get anywhere else as fast as we can deliver it.
I want to make sure that I'm saying this correctly because people ask me all the time, like, what are the benefits of the cleanse and detox? And so this is for me personally. I always say, I'm doing this because I want to show myself that I can do it. I can go this long and I have that self-control and that willpower to cut these things out of my life just because I'm not going to let food or circumstances control me. I'm going to control what I put in. And then the other reason I say is that, and you'll help me with this if this is correct, but there's a lot of foods that do not digest, that our body don't digest correctly or very well. And so what we're doing is we're taking out all of these foods that our body struggles to digest, and we're putting in things that are very easily digestible. So that way my body will have time to heal. My body will be able to repair itself with food by removing stuff. Is that correct?
I concur, doctor.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to make sure.
Here's the deal. What you just said is absolutely perfect because we live in a world where it's easy to overindulge. It's easy to become inundated with the next meal. And we've got to retrain that level of self-control so that we aren't victims of indirect, good marketing gluttony, and constantly putting food in just because we're bored, or always going to comfort food when you're stressed. We all have triggers, and marketing knows this. And marketing dollars are spent by the billions to get you to buy a particular food substrate.
Like that Snickers one, and it's like you're not yourself whenever you're hungry, and then the whole person change. That's very good marketing. I think it's funny.
Absolutely.
And it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna try that.
And you're gonna try that because what if you could turn into the next version of you, or a better version of you?
Yeah.
And the reality is sugar will feed cancer cells. Sugar will feed the degeneration process in the arteries, which will cause cardiovascular stress or potential stroke issues. The sugar, I have a document in my office. If you guys want it, maybe I can get it to post up here in a little bit. 146 ways that sugar can influence and ruin your health.
Wow.
And it is involved in every aspect of degeneration of our body. And if you go look down the aisles, even your spaghetti sauce is got sugar in it, and they call it the sweet spot. There is a place where they know that if it's too sweet, you won't buy it, but if it's not sweet enough, you won't buy it again. And so every company's looking for that sweet spot where they can tickle those taste buds just enough where you'll come back and buy their product over and over again.
So you said that book, there's how many different ways sugar can ruin your health?
So there's actually 146. I could only squeeze like 139 on the page. It was that many that I tried to put on this page. But it's Nancy Appleton's Lick the Sugar Habit. Lick the Sugar Habit. It's a great book. It's, just very common sense. Keep it simple, stupid mindset on, the reality. Like sugar is not even in the top 10 most common food allergies. And why is that?
I know this answer.
Yes,
Curt,
you do.
I know this answer because I remember it from the
class
meeting
on Thursday.
Curt, do you want to go?
I was busy running camera. I don't know if I can successfully answer this question.
Here's what's up with sugar. So the sugar that we buy at the store is so modified that it's not anything like the sugar cane.
That's
whenever
correct.
they get it and then they process it again, process it a couple more times, and then hey, now we're allowed to buy it at the store and sprinkle it in everything.
Wait, so it's not.
Nobody else was like me and was young, and there's a sugar jar, and you just dipped your whole spoon in the sugar jar and just ate the sugar?
I wonder.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people online that found that had that same experience.
Okay, yeah, I did that like every day.
But
that was how I started my morning.
Yeah, you know how it showed up in my house. It was a bowl of candy corns.
Were you like, get that out of here?
Yeah, or no. As a kid, I'm sticking my hand in the candy corn jar, and then if you go to Grandma's house, she had those lemon drops. The
lemon drops are the root beer.
Yeah, those
ones?
root barrel ones. So we've all been inundated by it, but sugar is not in the top 10 most common food allergies because it's not a food. And so, what is the benefit of detoxification? Bioaccumulated stress. The older we get, the more we bioaccumulate toxicity, and a toxin in our body is anything that you cannot use. And so if your body can't use it, and if it can't excrete it, it stores it. And where does it store it? It stores these toxins in the brain. And that's why people can't remember why they walk into a room. That's why these people walk and struggle with names, numbers, and words, or ideas, or losing their train of thought. They get stored in joints. What was that, Curt? It gets stored in the joint and the joints of our body. And guess what? That is arthritis, or what I like to call arthrongus. Man, Gardy, you're on it, baby. Arthrongus, because there's nothing rightous about
Arthrongus. I did
it. Good job,
and
Curt.
So this is what's happening: is the joints are becoming irritated via the sugars and the toxins that are being stored up in our body. And the last place the body stores these toxins is in fat cells. And the fat cell can swell up 7 times the size of normal. And that's a weird mindset, but that's what we're going to be talking about Thursday night at 6:30 at Butler's Courtyard. We want to fill that place up for Dr. Jerry. He's going to rock your mind. He's going to rock your hearts. You guys are going to be excited to learn about these obesogens and how the body can bioaccumulate this stuff in the body. And that's what's happening. That's what's causing accelerated aging. And, so right now on Facebook, everybody's posting, what's age done to you or something like that. And they post like a 10-year ago or 20-year ago picture and then today's picture and to see how the aging process has affected you. And I think that if we were better hydrated, if we were better well slept, Okay, people were getting adequate sleep cycles. Remember, you need to have 4 to 5 sleep cycles a night at an hour and a half interval each. That's about 6 to 7.5 hours of real sleep, and that's not you waking up every hour to go pee. That's not you staring at the ceiling at midnight, tossing and turning, wishing you could go back to sleep. Again, if these are things that you're dealing with, by the way, Living Well Clinical Nutrition Center's got your back. That's what we are here to do, is to give you answers to why your body's breaking down, what you can do to fix it, and give you an opportunity to take that first step. And so your body wants to heal. So I believe if people were better well hydrated, better well slept, better well fed, we wouldn't have this as much bioaccumulated toxicity coming into our bodies and not being able to get rid of it.
Okay, so we have a couple questions. This one, Anna from Legacy Collision asked, can you Facebook Live the meeting on Thursday? I know it wasn't Facebook Live last time, but it was recorded. And Anna, if you're not a member of that detox group, I'm going to go ahead and pull you in there whenever we get a chance. Kurt, will you help me remember?
Yes.
And that's where Ashley and...
I think Ashley's watching right now. Ashley, if you're watching, can you put or send an invite to Anna? If not, we will.
Yeah. And then here's the other question. This is from Solion. She said, so I have a question. When I first started this detox, I felt slower and felt like I processed information slower. Why is that? I guess she's thinking about like,
it's mental.
thoughts.
So again, the toxicity that is in every one of us, it's unique. So the body will store it, I would think in a generality, it'll store a little bit in the brain, a little bit in the fat cells, a little bit in the joint capsules. But we all have a predominant way that our body is going to store the toxin.
Mm-hmm.
And it is the way that it manifests itself in our body as well. Some people, it's going to manifest in their sinuses, as it comes as a sign or a symptom. Some people, it's their skin. Some people, it's their lungs, asthma, wheezing, air hunger, excessive yawning. And in this case, when she's doing the detox, is that right?
She is, yeah.
So as she's going through the detox program, these toxins are being excreted out of brain tissue. So therefore, it's got to recirculate around so that we can pee it out, sweat it out, breathe it out, poop it out. Because when it's locked up in its little gel cell in the body, it's protected. But in order to get that burden out of there, because it does cost mineral money, so to speak, and it costs your body's time and resources to keep it stored up in that little prison of toxicity, your body's got to convert it into a solution that can be excreted out. And guess how it comes out? Via the blood. It gets then filtered through the kidney and the liver so that you can pee it out, sweat it out, poop it out, or breathe it out. And so that's what is happening to that toxin. You're feeling toxins come out of your brain into that circulation, and that's what's making your mind foggy. And that's exactly why you might need extra drainage remedies like Antranex or Spanish black radish or Lymphanest in order to create a little bit more of an effective drainage pathway on the backside, making sure that you're drinking plenty of water and making darn sure that you're having a bowel movement multiple times a day.
So whenever we did this detox once before, we did it last year, I think around August, and it was just me and Kurt. We were the only people that we knew doing it at the time. I will say this, it is so much easier this time having that support group, having other people that I know that are involved in it. Last time I felt like I had Kurt on my back, like, Kurt, come on, no, you can't do that. Let's do this.
Kurt
we can do
you
this.
to jump ship.
Yeah. But this time I feel like there's a whole bunch of other people that are encouraging me. Like I'm posting pictures of food. I'm seeing pictures of people posting food in that detox group.
I feel weird being in that group too, because I also really want to be that kind of devil's
joking around.
Yeah, but I can't, because I'm like, these are people's livelihoods. I can't. So like yesterday, I'm doing like the chocolate mint shake, like, which is so much better the second time around. Like I love that shake now. The regular like chocolate and vanilla that we did the first was not my favorite. But somebody said, so I said like, oh, I'm doing the thin mint cookie. I don't need almond milk or thin mint shake. And the guy's like, oh, thin mint, I should have got a hold of that. And I really wanted to be like, yeah, I throw like thin mint Girl Scout cookies into my shake.
Well, I hope not.
But I was like, no, because
people
somebody's
don't know
gonna think
you,
I'm serious.
Yeah.
Right. But there is the Greens 8000 original mint flavor, and people love it. And,
it's great.
I mean, so there's absolutely a way to make and tickle your taste buds to get you through this program. The reality is somebody posted in our group, and we've got almost 200 people in this group, guys. And I want to just encourage people, if you haven't, considered doing a detox, come detox with us. Like, we are here to help you get through this and be successful on the program. That's what the Thursday night, wasn't it great seeing almost 100 people packed in a room?
Yeah, we met people for the first time that we had seen post in the group. And so I go up, sometimes will introduce myself and they're like, oh yeah, I saw you post. So it's really cool to see.
Yeah. And
Community.
it's almost like it takes Facebook, the community to a real flesh and blood community where people are seeing, eye to eye, nose to nose, and we're all going through the process. The process of detoxification it's not easy. It's a new mindset. It's a new shift. And there's people, that are recently, coming out with detoxes and things like that. Guys, I've been teaching detox for 13 years. It's been how I built my practice, because I knew that if I could help people get rid of this bioaccumulated waste, that if they got stored up in their brain, their fat cells in their joints, they would feel better, they would live better, they would be more energetic. And to your point, what you mentioned earlier, Gardy, is that it's rewarding to know that you can do something and finish it that's tough for 21 days. Like in our homeschool program, we teach our kids, we do hard things. So when life gets tough and the big kids are bigger than us and pushing around a little harder on the trampoline or the basketball court or the baseball field, we do hard things. We rise up and we push forward, onward, upward, goodward, and Godward. And so the game is harder. It is hard, but when you've got a community to go through it with you, and when you've got Living Well Clinical Nutrition Center on your, that's got your back to support you going through it, we're here for you. And guys, we know some of you guys are going to have problems going through the program. That's why we're going to course correct. That's why we need you to be open to not just appreciating it. This is not a cookie cutter protocol. This is something that we want to walk hand in hand with you through to help you maximize and get the change that you want.
So I've been thinking a little bit about this detox, Dr. Shapa, and I had this idea with Gardy yesterday, was that I wanted to do the detox maybe every single month this year.
12 detoxes this year.
I'm absolutely
just to
game.
see what would happen to Curt. Like, just to be like, could Curt do this? What would December 2019 Curt look like if he detoxed 12 times?
What would
that
you
would
feel
be
like?
Awesome. We could have we'd do like an extensive testing to figure out like what your body fat did, what your intramuscular levels are doing, what your hydration rates are. We'd take pictures. I mean, it'd be awesome. And we could just post them. I'm in.
Yeah, 21 days on, 9 days off.
I'm telling you, there was a season in my life. That's how I got to 39. I mean, I've only been doing this, 13 years. So obviously I couldn't have done it one a year. Right. And so there was a season I wanted to see how much detox is too much, because, this word detox sounds crazy. Like it sounds intense. It sounds dangerous to some folks. But when under the tutelage of some of my mentors, I realized that I have to be my first guinea pig. I've got to push myself into the realm of possibility so that I could take people to the promised land. So I could help people, feel to know what people are going through. And every one of the detoxes that I've done, I tell you, I learn something new every time. And it's fascinating. And I'm loving the process of growing and seeing even my body continue to take form and take shape. And I always think to myself, I wish there was a way that I could have like the same me that didn't live healthy and the same me that lives healthy. But we know what would happen. The one that lives healthy is going to look younger as time goes. The one that lives healthy is going to be more ideal healthy weight. It's going to sleep better, have better stress management skills, have better leadership skills and guiding people forward. Where the unhealthy version that eats sugar, processed food, and junk food day in and day out, what winds up happening is sluggish, mental clarity challenges, possibly even forgetfulness, not being able to get through my day without rocket fuel and artificial stimulants. These are all your signs and symptoms that you need a detox. If you can't get through your day with just water and good, healthy food, well, there's something to be said about that. That's not normal.
Right now it's 9:04. You're listening to KHEAradio.com, 99.5 FM. I just saw Angie Butler tune in, which we have been following Angie Butler's journey. She started, I think yesterday, it started for her a 3-day water detox. So
Only water
If I understand that correctly, she's only having water
for 3 whole days.
For 3 days, you know, and Solion asked that, said, hey, I wanted, after this detox is done, I want to do a water detox. What are your thoughts on that?
So, yeah. So look, here's the thing. If y'all were tuning in last week and last year, I did a 34-day solid food vacation. It was juice only. Okay. This year I did it for 7 days to start off the year. And so a water fast is great in very short duration like that, because if you went 10 days or 12 days or 24 days or 30 days on a water fast, most people would have to disconnect from society because they would be cranky, irritable. Their mind would be struggling to get through their day-to-day responsibilities, their work responsibilities. And on a juice feast, you can get the calories you need and still give your body that water fast feel, and with benefit by going through that process. But a 3-day water fast is great. And the way I would, potentially modify it, if you're finding yourself hungry on a water fast, put some cayenne pepper, apple cider vinegar in some of your water to change it up. And that cayenne pepper will keep you warm. It also suppress your appetite so that you don't have those hunger pains and you can keep on pushing on. But the ultimate test of, blood sugar will be if you can make it a full 3 days or 4 days on a water fast. But water fasting is no different than juice feasting in the fact that you're giving your digestive tract a break from digestion. Like on the 15th of every month, we should make it a habit that everybody fast. Or pick your day, whatever your day is. But no matter what's going on that day, you have one day every month consistently that you build into your habit base where you're giving your digestive tract a break, because there's a lot of energy that goes into digesting. And so if we took that energy and let your body use that elsewhere, guess what? Things would get done that haven't been getting done because of just an accumulated paperwork, so to speak. And your body goes through it too. Just like if your desk at home is clouded, if your floorboard in your car is, junked up and needs to be cleaned out, your body has to go through those same processes, and it should be able to handle the day to day. But when we live in a world that is full of processed food, overindulgence is everywhere. Too many carbitarians run in the streets where we're just overindulging in carbs, processed food and junk food. The body needs help, and that's why we have built the ultimate detox experience.
Yeah, Angie said she's 36 hours down, 36 hours to go. She also said it's way more mental than the hunger. Not really hungry, just mentally miss good food. So I think she even cooked for her family last night, and so I saw a picture of the food, and
I would find that at about this time when I would go through my programs of extreme fasting and things, it's about 3 days in where you kind of you miss food, but you also kind of look at food as just, you're like okay with it. You're just like, my mind's made up. I'm doing this thing. I've stepped across that threshold of dedication, and I'm gonna rock this for another 36 hours. And your body will thank you for going through that process. And congratulations. It is a mental game, and I'm fired up for you. Keep up the good work.
Yeah. So if you're interested in potentially learning more about this detox, this cleanse, it's not too late to start. You can actually start it today. Ashley posted on here earlier that people have started today. There's people that went out and got the supply list and everything else, and they're starting today. We started last week, but you can start this at any time. And
anytime. That's right. We do it all year long with people, and our program's evolving. Part of what we're hoping to do with the classes every week this year, and going forward, is to have extra resources for people to go through the program on their own. And we have our cookbook's is about to get an overhaul and an update, so we're really excited about that. We've got the 21-day videos that we put out this time that we haven't had in the past. So every detox.
Those videos look good. Who did those videos?
I'm pretty sure that must have been you, Mr. Curt. Good job. How did it feel to participate in greatness?
Great. Greatness. Great. I will say this. I appreciate you, Dr. Chapa. But 21 videos of you and listening to 21 different clips, it might have been enough.
Come on. I don't know. I don't know if that's possible. It's like enough is as good as a feast. That's the Mary Poppins. So, all right. So, if you guys have detox questions, tune in and ask on our KG Radio live stream on Facebook, or let us know how we can help you best get through the process or how to get started. But give us a call, 281-554-8600, Living Well Clinical Nutrition Center. We will give you guidance, tools, and direction on what you need to do to get started. But we definitely want to encourage everybody that to come out to Butler's Courtyard, 6:30 p.m. this Thursday coming up. We're going to have Dr. Jerry Morrison in the house, and him and I are going to do some Q&A with everybody. He's going to teach a little class on how the body does accumulate this stress of diet, and how and why we need to be detoxing, and what are some ways that we can go about it. And there's multiple angles for which we've created over the years to help people go through it. If 21 days sounds daunting to you, don't worry. We've got a 14-day. We've got a 10-day. We have a 7-day. We have every way we can do to make it easier for you to get through the process.
I will say I'm not going to be there. I'm going to be out of town, which I'm really I wish I could be there. So maybe I'll mail in some questions, or if there's a Facebook Live.
Hey, you know
this
what?
Time I'll ask.
You know what would be really cool is when we'll do it this week too. Why don't everybody ask and put your questions in, and we will pull those questions off, and we'll make sure that we have all those answered at the event too.
That's cool.
I like that. That's cool. You know, one of the things we're gearing up to get closer to that day after day 10, right? Where we can start adding in protein. That's Thursday, right? Gardy, you're going out of town on Thursday. But the thing for me is I'm not looking forward to adding meat back into my diet. It's weird. The first time we did this, I was like, hey, meat's coming up. I'm so excited. But right now, I haven't even had that thought yet.
Yeah, and that every time you go through the detox, you'll go into a place where this is your mindset. You could do this for 21 days. Originally, I had this set up where I was doing 21 days of fruits and vegetables only with people. But what I found is initially taking the masses through it, I hate to say, we had to lower the gradient. But it's okay. Your body needs the amino acids anyway in order to run detox pathways. That's why there's protein in your shake. But we wanted it to be something that people recognize that they need to do consistently. So I don't want this to be like, oh yeah, I accomplished that once, I'm never doing it again. Well, and that's some of what we're going to be talking about this week, is that why detox is an ongoing work in the 21st century. And that's why I tell people all the time, if you're not detoxing in the 21st century, you are missing a huge piece of your healthcare plan. And so we want to teach you how to incorporate different number of days of detox and how to always be thinking. You have to be thinking about what you're putting in your body. You can't get mindless whenever you're eating and picking your food sources, because food is fuel. Food will either be your medicine and drive you to success by a new level of vitality and vibrance, or food will be your poison and will cause your body to be inflamed and run down. Digestive issues, heart issues, thyroid issues, autoimmune disease processes. I had an executive come in the office that worked out at NASA a few years ago, and she was spent 3 out of 5 days in the fetal position in the corner of her office because she had to be there. And she had spent $18,000 on testing to get fixed. And guess what? It wasn't any of those things that was on the diagnostics. They couldn't find anything wrong with her, physically wrong with her, biochemically wrong with her. Nothing was showing up. And it was as simple as a food allergy. She was hypersensitive to dairy products and to red meat. We took her off those things, and she's absolutely good to go.
So we have a question. This is from Crystal, who helps us and works with us here at KHEA. She said, Dr. Chapa, I'm on day 13 of the detox, and I don't feel hungry anymore, even when I haven't eaten. Is this normal? I used to be hungry 24/7 before the detox.
So I don't know if you've ever tuned in the past, but there's the ups and downs diet, where people eat 5 times a day and they're constantly spiking their insulin, and their body is, or their blood sugar and their insulin levels are pulling their sugar back down. And it's this constant yo-yo up and down of needing to eat. What you're feeling right now is 5 hormones in your body that are raising your blood sugar, and they're keeping your blood sugar elevated so that you can feel very sustained through the day. You're happy with the fuel sources that you're putting in. the quality of shake, the quality of vegetables that you're putting in as your food source, what you're getting from those is a sustained energy. That's what we're talking about, not needing rocket fuel, not needing the artificial stimulants to get through your day. That is absolutely the first sign that your body is coming back into homeostatic balance, and you're feeling that. And congratulations, Crystal. That's detox.
Yeah, I know.
That's powerful.
She said she thought it was going to be a lot easier for her because she's a vegetarian already. But then she realized, wow, this is going to be a little bit more difficult. I can't have my normal soy, tofu. I can't have pasta and other things that she normally had as a vegetarian.
Yeah, and most vegetarians I find are carbitarians. They overindulge in pastas and breads and anything, that's a pastry base. They throw that in. And then we just get away from this concept of vegetabilitarian, vegetarian. It should be a vegetable eater. And so congrats. I mean, you're learning that food, you're getting a new level of foods that you can put into your body. The other day, I posted this little recipe that was a curry dish, and I don't really like curry, but it looked really good. But the problem is it had eggs involved in it. Well, I'm like on the detox, so I'm like, how can I modify that? Mm-hmm. And so I put broccoli and cauliflower in place of the egg, and it tasted absolutely amazing. And I even had it yesterday cold at the office, and it tasted amazing. And so I think what happens when we go through this detox experience and we start modifying recipes to our favorite foods, you can take a lot of your favorite recipes and make them detox friendly, and all of a sudden you just enhanced your recipe book. And the average American's eating 10 to 11 meals repeatedly over and over and over again, day in and day out, month after month, year after year. And that's why they get themselves in these diabetic ruts or these cardiovascular ruts or these high cholesterol ruts. We've had patients come in that have had elevated triglycerides and cholesterol, and it dropped back into normal range, 120 points I've seen drop in 18 days on triglycerides and cholesterol. I mean, it's mind-boggling to see how powerful diet is. It's still I've seen it for 13 years, but it still amazes me because I talk to so many, professionals that they still think that cholesterol medicine should be in the water. Guys, we don't need statins in the water. We just need to stop eating the food that is driving inflammation and causing our bodies to deteriorate rapidly. Putting medication in the water is not going to solve our problem. It's like painting over rust. The rust is still going to come through. But when we get to the source of the problem, when we start realizing that it's not the fat that's causing our cholesterol to go up, it's all it's the carbs, it's the excess sugars, the processed foods that we're putting in, the fake make-believe food. Because what do I always say? If you eat make-believe food, the best you'll ever have is
make-believe health.
Oh, right. Hey! Woo! So you guys are on it this morning. I love it. See, that's what happens. Week 1 of the detox, y'all are like, Week 2, man, y'all are engaged. Y'all are like fired up, man. I'm excited.
Day 1 and day 2 were tough, but feeling a lot better now. Last night I made some spaghetti squash, and I was able to have that with my wife. We went and bought some of the pasta sauce that I saw Dr. Jennifer Withy. She works at your office, right?
Yep.
She had got one. It's like Classico Riviera or something like that. But the only ingredients are like tomatoes, herbs, garlic, and like sea salt. And it was stinking delicious.
I know. And sometimes, it's that KISS principle. Keep it simple, stupid. Like, why do we make things so complicated? And again, you'll be surprised when you're going through detox. One of the things that I love the most is simple is typically better.
Yeah.
And so people that are afraid of the kitchen, people that are just not familiar with getting in there and getting their hands dirty and making a mess and messing stuff up, I want to encourage you, like, get in there and just use the basic ingredients. A good salt. They sell some Mediterranean spices. They sell Greek spices that are from the company Simply Organics, and it's you can make cooking easy whenever you just incorporate some of these simple things. We got recipes and guides and tools to help you integrate a new 11 meals that you can call healthy and strong and keep them in your database of recycled meals, so to speak.
So Kelly Campbell, she said read labels, and that's very important because I know we went to the store and I was looking for that specific jar because I said if Dr. Jennifer Withy, if this works for her, I know it's approved. And I looked at the back, hey, I can have everything on here. My wife was like, are you sure? I know we have some organic pasta sauce At home, it's in there. I think we have 2 jars. So I went home and I said, you know what? Just to be safe, let's get this. We have extra in it, and they're both. That's perfect. Went back and read the label. There was a whole bunch of stuff. I didn't know what it was. Canola oil, and I said, I know for a fact I'm not allowed to have canola oil on this detox and cleanse. So I said, no, I'm going to do this one. Maybe we can do 2 if there's not enough sauce. If you want this one, but right now in my life, this is what we need to do. Yeah.
And that's the game, is you're starting to realize, I mean, at the end of the day, somebody posted in our group, they go, I see all this food that people are preparing and making, but where's like the pre-made food? Where's the packaged food that are detox friendly? And I got to thinking to myself, yeah, they don't really exist.
I found a couple.
I mean, but it's very few, right? I mean,
like the HEB chopped veggies.
The chopped veggies.
Those are nice.
Those are great because it's already pre-cut. But I found a salad that's great. It was at HEB on 646. I've looked forever for like a fresh salad that doesn't come with like nuts or like cheese and stuff. This was like
ranch dressing or something.
This had just berries and like strawberries, and it had mandarin oranges and everything. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is awesome.
My wonder is maybe like we have enough people doing detox more regularly. We're going to start seeing shifts and changes even at the grocery market, where the options that are there, because guys, we control more than we realize what is being sold at the store. Why? Because if they're selling product that's going bad, they're not going to want to continue stocking that on the shelf if people aren't buying it, because that means the grocery store's losing money.
So speaking of grocery stores, we see Jessica. She said, good morning, listening to you guys at work this morning. And she hashtag Walmart. So we need to see if we can get Walmart on that more healthy train to get that detox and cleanse. Hey, speak to them. Say, hey, KHEA Radio wants to know. Then come do a video here and find the healthy stuff here at the local Walmart.
At Walmart. I feel like Kroger gets really upset when I go off the detox because I stop funding their Terra chips. Those plantain chips,
they're out.
They're out.
Yeah.
Well, or they're probably excited because they're about to expire and you bought them all off the shelf beforehand.
I do. Those Terra chips.
So, and that's the thing is there, even though there isn't like this whole variety of processed food, really and truly, we need to be eating foods that don't have labels. Right. And so when you find pre-cut veggies or pre-cut or salads that are detox friendly, you start realizing that we can get away from foods with labels. Well, water shouldn't have a food label either.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay. You got me.
And so but the reality is when we eat food that has a label, it's been through some level of processing. And so when we are eating foods without labels, we're eating what God designed to eat. It's in the perfect ratio and balance. Now, can you overindulge in that? Of course, you can eat too many bananas and get yourself constipated. Yeah, yes, you can mess up your blood sugar eating too much fruit. Well, that's why we recommend a 2 vegetable to 1 fruit ratio. And Kurt's over there losing it. What's going on, Kurt? Tell us.
Bananas?
Yeah, if you
love bananas.
If you overindulge in bananas.
He's like a monkey when he gets a banana in his hand and this dude turns it to
bananas.
BANANAS. So right now it's 9:23. This is KHEAradio.com, 99.5 FM. We should go make a trip to the grocery store, film something with our cell phone. And we've done some grocery store filming before, and it's funny, like the looks that you'll get, because we didn't really ask.
Mad.
We didn't ask anybody, and we're just like, they're like, I don't want to be in your shot. I
I'm
don't want to
holding like a big old turkey, and they're like, please put that back, sir. Please put it back.
Are you going to buy that turkey?
Hey,
no, I'm not.
So,
but
somebody asked if doing lemon water, I guess lemon tea, if that's good. And I'm just going to just comment to that. Yes, absolutely. Lemon is very great for the lymphatic system. So you could use essential oil lemon, or you could just put lemon and ginger tea together and make yourself a nice little tea that is good for colds and sinus and stuff like that. And then we've got somebody else that's, saying that, they have a friend that's trying to get through the detox and struggling a little bit. Hey, have your friend reach out, because this is the process. If you find yourself on the detox and you feel like you're having symptom patterns and you're struggling, you better be asking questions, because there's an answer. There's a reason that's happening. It could be that you're constipated. It could be that your body is not have enough drainage remedies to get the toxin out fast enough, and that's what you're feeling in the form of quote unquote struggle or suffer. And you don't have to suffer. You just got to ask questions, and that's what we're here for, and why we're on the radio every week trying to share this message of good health, because food matters, guys. What you put in your body is important, but what you don't put in your body is more important. So we're trying to teach people how to avoid the inflammatory foods, and the 21-day ultimate detox experience is just that. It's a 21-day vacation where you're taking foods that you normally eat that are processed and that are filled full of preservatives and chemicals and artificial ingredients, and causing your body to have ailments that you weren't genetically born with, and we're taking those out of your diet. And we're taking those out of your diet so that you can live better, be better, and stay better with real food, real ingredients. And we're training your mind to do something that you haven't ever done before, which is to take a step of faith and stretch into a new lifestyle for 21 days. And you will find yourself in a much better place at the end of the 21-day detox.
Okay, so I think we have another question. Actually, intern Ethan noticed that somebody said, "Hey, Ethan, did you point out this?" And so we're asking Ethan if he can at least read the question. I think there was a question, and if you could just say the word, and that would be perfect. So somebody had a question about this. Ethan, you're about to get fired. You're this close. You're this close.
Okay. Pancreatitis.
Okay, so there's someone dealing with some issues, I guess. Pancreatitis.
Pancreatitis. It's an inflammatory condition. It's very, very painful. It's very, very painful. And yes, so here's the deal. Pancreatitis is an inflammatory condition, and I mean, it depends on how severe it is and how long it's been going on in the body, how quickly we can make a dent. But here's what I know: anything your body can develop, it can undevelop. So we have to get started. There's a history there. It's more than just pancreatitis. This pancreatitis it's not like a bug that just jumped on you, right?
Right.
It's something that has been developing in the body, and it's reached a point where it was misdiagnosed, it was mistreated, or never was even attempted to be treated, and it just continued to inflame and inflame and inflame. And now you've got a raging forest fire inside of your inside the pancreatic tissue, and we've got to put that inflammation down. And so we would have to be a little bit more extreme in helping that patient. We would make dietary restriction changes on day one, where instead of like just, hey, let's see what you're eating and start a little bit slower, we would have to be a little more aggressive with that condition, and because we want to help them sooner, because they're suffering, and it is a very, very painful condition having this happen in the body.
So Miss Tina Woods, good morning to you. Thank you for watching and joining us. And she said, this morning I'm drinking apple cider vinegar with stevia as a tea. And then someone said, oh, that's brave. Apple cider vinegar is not good. And she said, but with the stevia, it tastes pretty good.
Oh, you mean they're not saying it's not good for you. They just said it doesn't taste good.
Taste.
Yeah. It's definitely, like how she said, you're brave, because you've got to remain confidently courageous and curious. And so you're testing the bitter palate of your in your mouth, which is getting that apple cider vinegar in there. That stimulates digestion. It stimulates lymphatic fluid to start mobilizing and moving in your body. And guys, when there's stagnation in the body, there's disease or inflammation. And with that inflammation and disease is left long enough, it'll turn into a diagnosed condition. And if that diagnosed condition is left long enough in your body, it'll convert into a syndrome of conditions where you find yourself on multiple levels of medication. I had a patient just come in yesterday. She's on 7 different medications. We've made very, very minimal dietary changes, just getting her to start having a bowel movement every day, because she was pooping once a week. She was on 4 different blood pressure medications. Her blood pressure dropped enough where her medical doctor took her off 1 of her blood pressure medications. And so no matter, again, what you're dealing with, and no matter what you've been doing up till now to fix it, we have a better solution that is not drugs and not surgery. And that's what Living Well Clinical Nutrition Center's vision is to get people well without drugs, without surgery, using food as the primary source of medicine, and using nutrients and supplements and detox protocols to speed the process up, so that we can get your body the tools it needs so that it can go and fight off the infections or deal with the burdens that your body has deep inside.
Dr. Chapa, as I hold this fat stack of Olympia Grill hummus and dessert coupons here in front of me. Would you like one? Because I know you like this restaurant.
Absolutely.
So the date on there says 2018, but Vincent texted me last night. I was like, man, I put the wrong date on there. Obviously, bring them in, and they're still going to be valid. So
I love Vincent.
he's a
that
good
whole
guy.
team, they have a great team of managers over there at Olympia Grill. And somebody was going down to Galveston yesterday and said, "Is anybody got recommendations in Galveston?" And first on my list is Olympia Grill. Why? Because they got 2 locations, one on the Strand and one on the seawall. And so, guys, go support them. I mean, they came down to the city. They got off the island and they're stretching their wings and their tail feathers. And just want to share with everybody that, yeah, they've got great food over there. And they have great service. Their wait staff is amazing. And they're right over by Cabela's. They're off 45 and on the southbound side. So you will love the food they have. I love their Euro meat Greek salad. Of course, I can't do it while I'm on detox. But, once I get to the meat side of this game, I can go over there and have some of their grilled chicken, and Greek salad, which is really good. Of course, I don't do the pita and I don't do the feta, but the Greek dressing is fantastic, and the hummus people love and I have not had the desserts. That's not one thing that I do a lot of is desserting. I'm very picky on where I decide to eat dessert.
Yeah, Dr. Chapa, I don't know if I'm OCD, but there's something in me, every part of me, like whenever Curt, he was about to like mix this stack up and like do it like a deck of cards, right? And but they weren't facing the right way. I was like, Curt, no, that's not facing the right way. It's not. And then he did it anyways. It's breaking my heart over here. I have to make sure that every single one of these coupons is facing the right way, frontwards.
Gardy, I just wish you cared about your food like you care about this.
You would have been a good banker, like turning all your dollars the same way.
Well, I was a cashier at one point in my life, and I thought I was a great cashier. And so I don't think that's why, but still, like, no, this bugs me. It's backwards, forwards, everywhere.
Oh, here's a question. Miss Ashley has got lots of questions this morning. IBS. So, hey, look, absolutely. I don't know if you're asking if the detox helps with IBS or if we at Living Well Clinical Nutrition Center can help you with IBS. But let me just tell you, the answer is yes to both. We can help you tune up and repair that gut lining. It's inflamed. And it's inflamed because the foods that you've been putting in your body have created an imbalance in the gut microbiome, and we've got to repair that. And we can help heal that tissue and make that tissue not respond in an inflammatory way anymore. Because again, IBS is just one of the early onset signs and symptoms that we're not putting in real food in it, and instead we're putting in inflammatory foods that are causing your body to be in an upheaval. So I want to encourage you, give us a call. Let us help you move forward. Jennifer's amazing. She'll take great care of you at the office. We also, just to let everybody know, we have a new doctor in the office. We're very excited. Dr. Amber Sorsick. She is out of St. Louis. She came into town late this past year, and God gave me the good fortune of having her come aboard my office as she shares in the same vision. She sees that sick people can get well, that families need tools, and that if you've got colds and your kids are chronically ill all the time, that we've got better answers than antibiotics and steroids and steroid shots in all the different things that are used typically in your allergy clinic or your infection clinic. We want people to know that if you give the body the tools to fight off infection, the body will figure out how to support your immunity and give you a very strong, vibrant immune system. And when bugs come to town and people suffer for days and weeks, you'll find yourself not suffering, but maybe hours. So you'll clear 24-hour bugs in 10 or 6 to 12 hours. And that's what we see in our family. And it's because of the technology that God's given us. I know and understand how the physiology works. You got to get the bowels moving, got to get the lymph system moving. I know how to, give you tools to utilize some of these home remedies that you might have heard of, but don't really know how to implement. We will teach you how to implement and integrate this lifestyle of alternative well-being into your realm, where you can take your family's health by the horns and you can get better results. Because antibiotics, guys, is like 9 lives of a cat. You use them enough times, they don't work anymore. And all we're doing and what we're seeing is we are building superbugs. And because the bugs are organisms too. So if we use the same technology over and over again to destroy them, guess what they're going to do? They're going to evolve past it. They're going to figure out how to outsmart the antibiotic. And then that's what we have these MRSA bacteria out there that are antibiotic resistant. And so we have to go at them a different way. Well, what better organism can outsmart the bug? Our bodies. This is biblical, guys. God designed your body to heal. He said that we are to subdue the creepy, crawly things. We are to subdue the birds of the air and the fish of the sea and the things that walk and crawl and slither around on the ground and the microorganisms. And if our body has symptoms like parasites or bugs that are taking over 24 hours, that's a sign that our body wasn't in a good, healthy state to handle that situation. How did that happen? Maybe you're overstressed. Maybe you're overworked. Maybe you're indulging in too many cookies, candies, cakes, and ice cream. Right now, I say we pose a question. The question is how many pounds of sugar does the average American consume on a yearly basis?
Can we get like a couple options? Should we do a multiple question
choice
poll?
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. So we'll do 10 pounds. We'll do 100 pounds. We'll do how many options you want?
3.
200 pounds and 300 pounds. That's close enough.
Wow.
I'm gonna guess it's 100 pounds because he knew like the 10 and the 100, but then he had to come up with like the 200 and the 300 off the top of his head.
I don't know.
I guess we'll find out.
We should find out. But here's the deal. I'll tell you this. We are over consuming the amount of sugar that's coming in the body. This is causing inflammatory processes to continue to manifest. And we've got to get people's mindset wrapped around. Just like Kelly said earlier, who texted in on our Facebook feed here, is that read labels. And when you see sugar, just go on a sugar busters diet, where you're just anything that says sugar on the label, any type of sugar, cane sugar, fruit sugar, any sugar. Take it out of your diet for 10 days. Take it out of your diet for 14 days and just see what happens. And that's how my journey started. I was 15 years old and I stopped consuming any and all liquid sugar drinks. That was lemonade, that's Gatorades, that's any sport drinks for that matter. But even if it was not clear water, I didn't put it in my body. And that's where my journey began when I was 15. That was 24 years ago. And, I look back and I just say consistency over time. Because I know what I looked like when I was eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches every day and sodas and candy corns and junk food. And I knew how I felt whenever, I was made fun of. Well, maybe being made fun of saved me from having heart disease. Or maybe being made fun of woke me up to the idea that I'm in control of my health and I can make these changes. And, God willing, I won't have any, diseases in my body because I'm doing everything I can do in my power to control and direct my steps. And I'm trusting God with the rest.
Here's something that I think you can touch on real quick. Nona has a question. She said, how long does it take to transition off meds when starting with you, Dr. Chapa? I have bad inflammation from arthritis and the meds are expensive. And I know they are toxic, causing other issues.
It's always tough to say, Nona, but here's what I can tell you is I've had patients come. The worst case that ever came in my office was 28 medications. She was very broken. She had a chronic urinary tract infection daily. She had migraine headaches. She had multiple sclerosis. She had chronic fatigue syndrome, fibromyalgia syndrome. She couldn't sleep, so she was insomnia. I mean, you name it, this lady had a condition for it. And 28 medications was obviously not getting her better. Her joints hurt. She was inflamed to no end, just like you're describing. And inside of 6 months, we had her down to 8 medications, and she was hiking in New Hampshire with the grandkids. And the doctors came in and said, well, it doesn't look like you have MS, Miss So-and-so. And I know who she is. I mean, still today, she's still MS-free, by the way. And I am blown away that, food made that much of a difference. So, I don't know your story. That's why we do a timeline history in our office at Living Well Clinical Nutrition Center. So give us a call, 281-554-8600. Jennifer will be there to help you. I will be there to support and help any way that I can. And here's the deal is you just got to get started. And so I don't really know, because I don't know what medications you're on, but I know if you're inflamed and you've been taking medications, we've got to clean up your liver and we got to clean up your kidneys, because that's why your body is storing toxins in the joints and in the muscles, is because your body can't get it out of your number 1 and 2 exit channel.
So here's another question. Jody asked, do you deal with dental health? Is that something that you kind of work with as well?
Absolutely. I have charts on the wall of posters of dental issues that are going on, and it's in our question and answer history timeline, because dental health is as important of a piece of the puzzle to getting well and staying well as any. And so I work closely with biological dentists here in our local area, Cali Hill, as well as on the north side of town for those that come in from up north. Dr. Bill Galeros, who is, where I kind of got my eyes open to this concept of dental health. And I'm telling you, the idea of teeth making a difference in your overall quality of health will absolutely stretch your imagination, because you don't know what you don't know, guys.
Right.
And when I was exposed to this information, I realized that each individual tooth, that it's not just a piece of bone sitting in your mouth. It is a living, breathing organism as well that needs to be nourished and taken care of. And when you go off and stick, different metals in your mouth that are silver or mercury based or nickel based, or you put titanium rods down deep in, and you short circuiting meridians in your body. The new stuff, zirconia. I mean, you can't just put stuff in your body and expect nothing to happen. There's always a cost to your health when you make these types of choices. And I was reading a study one time, and I can't remember it, and I can't find it for the life of me, but they were studying centenarians. Centenarians are people that live to be over 100 years old. And these centenarians, they said that their most productive years were between 65 and 95. Well, sign me up for that. You know what I mean? That means I haven't even reached my prime yet, praise be to the Lord. And so I want to help people, see that vision too. But the 3 things that these centenarians had in common, as they studied these guys for 10 years, they found that the 3 things they had in common was they have something to live for. They were not on any medications, and they had no issues with their teeth. And I got to be, looking into that, and this is what bothers me, that I can't find that study. But I looked into that study at the time, and when that word had no issues with their teeth really baffled me. Mm-hmm. And so I went and looked it up, and it was not that they didn't have any issues with their teeth. It's that they had no current conditions with their teeth. They either had dentures or they had virgin teeth. That was no issues. Does that make sense? So if you've got root canals and crowns and you've got bridges and your teeth are brittle to no end, that is a sign and symptom that your body is falling apart faster than it's supposed to. Those teeth should last you. God gave you not 1, but 2 sets. And so those 2 sets should last us all of our days. And if you have issues where you've got deep pockets, I hate to say, one time I went into the dentist and they said, Dr. Chop, it looks like you got pockets as deep as a 9. And I said, oh, that ain't good. That's periodontal disease, And so I said, well, give me 6 months. I'll be back. I'll have it fixed. And they're like, you can't fix it. This is permanent damage. I said, well, do you know who I am? I'm Dr. Chapa. I'm going to fix this. I believe the body heals, guys. Yeah. I truly, truly believe that anything my body can develop, it can undevelop. Now, is there too late? Sure there is, I'm sure. But in this case, I knew I could fix this.
What is a deep pocket?
A deep pocket is a deep layer of infection that's in the gum root. So like it's the gum is actually swelling.
Yeah.
And when they do their little test, they're measuring the inflammatory burden in the teeth. And so when I went back in 6 months later, my pocket was down to a 4 where it was supposed to be. And now it's down to a 2 where it's supposed to be, even better. And so, and the way I did that is I flossed 3 times a day. I invested in a good toothbrush. I love Sonicare toothbrush because that sonic resonance will break up plaque and tissue better than just you scrubbing on them. I changed my toothpaste to a better quality herbal toothpaste. And then I also did a water pick twice a day with echinacea, golden seal, and chaparral in it. So I literally drove herbs deep into those pockets twice a day to get the funk and that infectious crud out of that tissue. And I had to do that often enough because I was still eating, right? So anytime I would eat, stuff would get stuck in those pockets. So I was flossing it out 3 times a day, and I was water picking it twice a day. It was like I had to baby it. but I babied it for 6 months, and I went back in, and they were like, "This is incredible! Like we've never seen this."
Crazy. For me, the first couple of days of the detox, and I've done like 3-day juices, and I've done that. The one thing that I've always noticed that the first reaction is my mouth feels different, like my teeth feels brittle almost, but after like a couple of days, it feels fine.
You're right, and that's your body's purging toxins and infections deep out of your gum line. And buddy, that's why you're also having challenge with the sinuses, because you probably still have infections that are in those tissues that are still being purged out slowly and surely. And so again, no matter where you're at in the detox process, guys, we've got an answer for you. Wherever you're at in your healthcare plan, we've got an answer for you. We believe that all life starts and stops at the cellular level, and nutrition is the fundamental backbone that will drive your body to have good health. And we want food to be your medicine.
People
and
with the new lights can see what you're looking at, Gardy. Like they can actually
look at this crazy teeth stuff.
Yeah, if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, you can see I Googled water pick because I floss. So I floss 2 times a day. I floss because I went to the dentist one time. They slapped me with a bill and said, "Hey, we need to do this." And I was like, "You got to do what?" Never again. I floss, every day, make sure I do it correctly. But like, if there's something I can do to step up my dental hygiene game, hey, I'm all about it. Let's get this water pick.
And I love the Hydro Floss. That's what was recommended to me by my biological dentist and Callie Hale, and she said that the Hydro Floss, what it does is it is blasting your teeth with ozonated water, and this ozonated water is a more therapeutic way of cleansing the mouth and deep into those gum tissues.
So it shoots it out just really hard. Like
no, it's not even hard at all. That's what she said. The beautiful thing about this, you don't have to use it at intense pressure. Now, I like to use the intense pressure because I feel like it gives me a little bit better clean.
Right.
But some people, if you put even on the low pressure, your gums are going to bleed like crazy. If you guys wake up, by the way, and you have what we call pink toothbrush, and pink toothbrush is that indicator that you have weak capillaries. That means that just by gently scrubbing or brushing your teeth, all of a sudden you found yourself tearing up that tissue. You need rutin. You need calcium lactate. And we have those tools in our office through a product called Cyruta Plus and calcium lactate, and we can get rid of pink toothbrush in days. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. All that is a check engine light that something's going wrong in your body.
Yeah, mine doesn't do that anymore. After I started flossing and I, going to the dentist more regularly and doing what I'm supposed to do, like my gums stopped bleeding, everything was fine, and so that's a good sign.
And look at what they used to do in the olden days. They would look at the horse's mouth, right, when they would buy a horse, because the teeth are an indicator of quality of health. Weston A. Price went around looking and studying indigenous humans that lived in the remote areas of the world and the domesticated areas of the world. And what he found was that those that lived in the non-domesticated parts of the world, that they had no access to toothbrush, they had no access to dental floss, they had slime all over their teeth like that picture kind of showed, but guess what? They had very robust rounded mandibles and jaw lines. They had no cavities whatsoever, no periodontal diseases. They had their wisdom teeth actually fit in their mouth. This idea, guys, that God put too many teeth in your head and we have to surgically pull them out, how barbaric is that? All that's an indication of is that Weston A. Price's research once again validated that we now have been so domesticated that we don't even have the mouth to expand enough to allow our wisdom teeth to come in. And that's why these kids are needing braces day in and day out.
Yeah.
Expanders and all this stuff. And this is a real issue of generational domesticated problems where the bone structure, the growth patterns in our gene code is not being fully tapped into, so to speak.
Yeah, I'm just interested in this Diamond Clean Sonic Hair Smart 9500 hooks up to your iPhone with the app, and you can see all the different spots, and it says it comes with a charging cup. So you have a cup and you put it in there, and that's how it charges
totally
through the cup. How cool is that?
That's pretty awesome. So, guys, I just want to say there's so much to the concept of getting healthy. And that's what we offer at Living Well Clinical Nutrition Center. We believe that all life starts and stops at the cellular level. I mean, I know I sound like a broken record today, but I want you to know detoxification is a real process. You have problems, we've got answers. The detox program is 3 months worth of work in 3 weeks. It'll shortcut a lot of your learning curve. It'll force you into a process. And yes, you're going to have some bumps along the way. But again, that's why we have our weekly meetings that we want you to tune into at Butler's Courtyard, 6:30 p.m. You don't want to miss the next 2 Thursdays because you're going to love it. We got Dr. Jerry Morrison. We got Dr. Patrick Krepke coming into town, and we are just glad to share those men with you. They are brilliant, brilliant minds, and they're going to be educating and serving you guys and encouraging you guys to just keep on keeping on and utilizing detoxification as a tool in your 21st century tool bag.
Have you lost weight on this?
I've lost about 8 pounds. And which I wasn't
You did too?
trying to, but it didn't hit me until today. Like I hadn't lost any weight. It's funny that you asked me that because I feel like something broke loose, I guess, yesterday or this morning or through the night.
For me, it's interesting. I feel like I don't see myself lose weight until I'm in a situation where everybody else around me is eating cheeseburgers, Mexican food, and then I make that call like I'm gonna have that willpower. And just eat the vegetables or whatever it is.
It's like a card. You just pull it up and just say willpower card.
Yeah, and then the next day I'm like, man, I feel like my pants are fitting a little bit looser. Where I feel it's always those situations. And there's been about two of those in the past, a week or so where I found myself in that situation. What about you, Curt? Have you lost weight?
Yeah, I've lost a little bit of weight. I felt good enough to wear a shirt last week that I hadn't been able to wear for a while. And I put it on and I sat down and we started talking about cheeseburgers. And all of a sudden, the button just popped off, and I was like, "Yeah, I shouldn't have worn that shirt today."
Maybe it's another week away. That you're a week away from being a week away from wearing that button-up shirt right there.
I told you this: the first place that I always notice weight loss is in my chest area.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first place that it goes from.
Yeah,
it's
and
cool.
everybody's different. Some people lose it in their buttocks. Some people lose it in their thighs. Some people lose it in their belly. Some people lose it in their chest. Some people lose it in their neck and their face, and they're like, I don't want to lose it in my face. I want to lose it in the belly.
Yeah.
But you got to realize your body knows which areas need to be detoxed first. And this is why we don't treat, cure, or diagnose any conditions, guys. What we do is we support your body. We get in alignment with the body's needs, and we get out of the way. Your body knows better than we do. What we do is just listen to the check engine lights and analyze you through our timeline history and put you through the Dr. Choppa 5 Steps to Health. And all of a sudden, your body starts commanding the change.
Mine's in my face. What is that? Does that mean anything?
No, not necessarily. It just means that maybe you have more infection in your head. I mean, a lot of and this stuck in the high lymph system, anything in the collarbones and above, and that's why your body pushes toxins out your skin.
Yeah,
and your body's trying to eliminate that waste from the skin
Cool.
because your body doesn't want to use the skin as an exit channel. So if you've got acne, if you've got eczema, psoriasis, dry skin, that's your body showing you symptom patterns of degeneration of using the wrong exit channel. And that's what detoxification's one of its most valued, things is it reveals where your body needs the most help, because I can tie all of your symptoms back to elimination and effectiveness on elimination.
So we have one more question I want to get to, and this one's on the dental health, and this is interesting because I want to know the answer too. What are your thoughts on coconut oil and baking soda as toothpaste?
Absolutely great. You can do oil pulling, Miss Tina, about coconut oil and baking soda. You can utilize coconut oil is oil pulling by itself, where you leave it in your mouth for 2 to 4 minutes and swish it around, and then spit it out. Utilizing, it's kind of like doing a castor oil pack. You're pulling toxins out of the gum tissue, and that's another great way. But at the end of the day, I think we need to be more involved in our mouth, and that means flossing more.
Mm-hmm.
I think water picking more. I think picking a good toothbrush. Don't rely on your ability to scrub. One thing that I encourage people to do before they go into a dental procedure, because a lot of times I'm again trying to prevent people from getting on antibiotics, and just as a methodology to do your own style antibiotic in your mouth without utilizing an antibiotic is to take baking soda and hydrogen peroxide and gently rubbing your teeth and gums with this chemical reaction process that will literally oxygenate the tissue so much it'll kill bacteria by the millions, and you will literally deep clean the bacteria. So when you go in there, you're going to have less chance of having an infectious spread or a need for antibiotics at that point. And it's pretty cool. I've been successful with it with the people that have done it, along with Congaplex and Thymex and INF Fighter that we use here in our office.
Dr. Chapa, we're just about out of time.
I know it's another day, guys. I just love being with y'all, and just want to make a little statement. Butler's Courtyard off Michigan Street, old historical League City. We've got Dr. Jerry Morrison coming in town, going to be talking about obesogens and how your body bioaccumulates waste in the fat cells and how you can get it out using detox as a methodology for elimination, as well as next week, Dr. Patrick Krepke, 6:30 p.m. both weeks, Thursdays, coming up and next week is our last one. And guys, we want you guys to give us a jingle. Let us know how we can serve you best. 281-554-8600. Where Living Well Clinical Nutrition Center, we believe that all life starts and stops at the cellular level. And no matter what symptom pattern you're dealing with, we've got tools and supplies to help you get on the right track and to help make that one step, 1 degree of change towards a better new you.
One of the things I'm looking forward to in the future, Dr. Chapa, is just to see all of the reactions. When we get all the cameras up and going, like what Ethan and Gardy and I are doing while you're talking about stuff. It's going to be
hopefully
really fun.
you'll stop picking your nose.
Oh, I'm gonna have to stop doing that. Huh?
That would be recommended, just in general.
Just in general. Hey, you know what happens? So we're at church the other day, and my my 2.5-year-old, they don't know, right? So she's over there picking her nose, and pastor walks up to her and says, Pick your winner, Bobby. You know what I mean?
Oh no,
So
that's funny.
That's funny. So anyway, guys, God bless everybody. If you're detoxing with us, keep pushing yourself. Get involved in our Facebook group. Let us know how we can serve you best. And give us a call, 281-554-8600. Living Well Clinical Nutrition Center loves you guys, believes in you guys, and wants to be your health and wellness resource for a better you. God bless.
Stay tuned. It's 9:56. This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. Coming up next, we're going to have Delta Life Fitness in studio. We're also going to be picking the winners for our Olympia Grill gift cards, and we're going to be giving away a bunch of these free hummus, free dessert coupons. So stay tuned. Don't leave. If you're on Facebook, on YouTube, stay tuned. This is KHEA.
All right, gang.
Bye, guys. Love you. No, I'm just kidding.
We're keeping gift cards and everything
We're
else.
keeping the gift cards.
It was a hoax.
Can I have a carrot? I just want a carrot. Sometimes I was like, yeah, Kurt can get a squirt of the good stuff. I'm taking 2, and I'm very thankful. I needed something. I need to go get I was at the grocery store yesterday, but it's always eaten.
Golly.
Doesn't that feel good?
It did. It cleaned up. My ears opened up.
It's just drainage. Oh, here, maybe adjust your ears too.
Uh-oh.
Hey, can you adjust his nose
I could. Why?
for fun?
Oh, that's awesome.
Kurt's he's crying.
Absolutely.
Can you just adjust my whole back? I'm walking like a pirate over here.
Yeah, so what happened with it is your station tubes are all clogged up now,
Mhm.
and so things are going to start draining almost immediately. Like he's even getting red right here.
Is he going to be able to talk?
I don't know. We'll see.
It's preferred, but not that important. Look at Ethan's face.
Just relax your head.
Ethan.
Relax.
He's about to get popped. Can you pull it off?
You want me to?
Off his body.
You know, you always say that his head's been on crooked.
We straighten it out a little bit.
It's almost back in line. He's a mess.
I feel like he's enjoying it.
That feels good.
Live the
I
dream.
feel
my friend.
awake now.
We got a new man.
It's gonna be a great day.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, guys. Y'all
Thank you,
have a
Dr.
wonderful,
Gabo.
blessed week.
We'll see you soon. I won't see you Thursday, but we'll see you soon.
All right, Kurt. Thursday night. We'll see
Thursday
you.
night. Yeah, go ahead and bring him in.
What?
Hey, how are we going to announce? Should I pick 60 some names after we do the first 5 2
I don't
gift
think we
cards.
pick them. I don't think we pick them that way.
No,
No,
just do the gift cards
because that would
way?
be a lot of hitting that button. So I think there's another way.
Okay, we'll save the coupons in, but we'll still do the gift cards and the t-shirts.
Yes.
Or do you want to do all 3 t-shirts
Where are they?
over here?
Give intern Ethan
Where'd
one
you
of
put?
those stickers.
Okay, there's a lot of things I noticed. Like what happened in here when I was gone?
What do you mean?
Because Duck was on. The transition between the songs had changed under palette.
because Crystal was going through some stuff. Our intern.
But well,
Has a
no,
certain
but on
word
Radio
been
Logic.
searched in the
No, okay, good. It has not.
Esther?
It's-
well, I was trying to not say anything, but yeah.
No.
Wow.
Soleon said, "Put him to sleep. Put him in the sleeper hold."
Dang, it felt good. Are they ready?
Night, night,
Talking
Kurt.
about
Oh.
Dr. Joppa.
Choppa's over there. What do you? The t-shirts are over there. So
Do you get one? You want one?
Give him a coupon. there's plenty.
Have
of
you been
stuff.
to Olympia Grill? No. Do you want to go? Do you want to be able to
I
go
think
to
your
Olympia
mom
Grill?
would appreciate Olympia Grill. It is very healthy. It is Greek food.
Oh, I'm sitting in their chair.
Yeah. Here, can we pull them one more chair?
Oh
Please.
yeah, I know.
Put that in your pocket, Ethan. Hello, y'all can come in. How's it going? Feel free. Hang out, have some seats. My name is Gardy.
Hi, Jennifer.
Jennifer.
Yes, Jen.
Jen.
Jennifer
Wait,
and
Jennifer-
man,
yeah.
this is gonna,
So it's two Jennifers.
You can just say
Yes.
Jen.
this
yes.
is gonna be.
Well, this is gonna be the easiest.
Jen.
My wife's name is Jennifer too,
There you
so
go.
I'm not gonna forget y'all's name, and I'm just gonna say
You get a big seat, girl.
Great. Thanks a lot, Jen.
Jennifer and Jen. I got this. So I'm gonna move my mics. So we made some. We had a share-a-thon, and a bunch of people were able to help us. So we're making some big upgrades to our studio. So part of that is we're gonna get 3 more mics. And so we're gonna have to resituate it. Well, they're all here. We just have to set them up.
Okay.
We got brand new lights today.
That's what it says
yeah,
right in
we're
here
putting in these, but these aren't the fun. This is stage 1
of our
We're actually
lighting
gonna
situation.
have some studio lights that shine in on people as they come in, and
Oh.
it's gonna make you guys look.
like a light show, maybe.
Like movie stars. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe a light show. We're gonna get some colored LED ones so we can change the mood in here.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, the studio lighting that's set so we can have all the lights. And then we're gonna have 4 different cameras set around. So y'all are gonna have to come back.
We
That's what
will
we're saying.
definitely. We will come
Yes.
back.
Have y'all heard or met Dr. Choppa before?
We just did.
We just did.
He's a cool guy.
Yes.
So we're doing a detox and a cleanse. You know, with it being the beginning of the year, a lot of times people are trying to figure out if they have a resolution. Do I want to lose weight, get in shape? For us, we've done this in August before, where we only eat vegetables, water, and then we have supplements for our protein and like herbal things. So we feel pretty good. Today's
We've
day.
done one of those before.
What day is it?
I had forgotten what day it
I think
is.
it's day 8.
Everything's just blurring together now.
Or 9? I don't know. But you've done one before.
We had a cleanse at the gym that we've done before.
How did that go for you?
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it was
I guess-
7 days.
Yeah, it's
Is
a
it
7
hard
day.
or easy for y'all?
It's a
It's-
mindset. You gotta
yeah.
get the mind right, and then you can achieve anything.
Once you
Mhm.
get past like day 2, 3,
Yeah,
you're
Smooth
pretty good.
Cool.
Getting past day 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. So yeah, we're day 1 and 2 were hardest because there's no caffeine, and we used to do a lot of caffeine, like energy drinks every day. We had people sending us free energy drinks, and so we were drinking them here on camera, and people they're like, I don't know, but for us, that was the hardest part.
The hardest part was yesterday. I went to this gas station over here. Shout out to Sam, who's always there in the
Texaco.
morning.
The
And
coldest drinks.
The coldest drink by far.
That's Sam. Easy.
I usually get a gallon of water. And I had to walk by the Bang cooler
Oh.
to get to the water.
thanks.
And it was so hard to just look at it and be like, hello, darkness. And I just wanted to reach in and be like, and hold it in my hand and cry.
Oh, I'll drink Bang again, but right now we don't have a need for it, and so it's all good. So y'all, Delta Life Fitness, there's 2 locations that
Yes.
are around here, and
Yes.
which location are you with?
I am at Delta Life Fitness Bay Area. We're located in Dickinson, Texas.
Okay,
And I am Delta Life Fitness Friendswood.
Friendswood, cool.
Yes.
So I think we tagged both of y'all. Did we do that correctly?
I think so. Yes.
Oh,
Y'all did
Look
good.
at us.
Yeah,
I
good
will give you a
job.
high five for
So
that.
which one is Friendswood and which one is
Friendswood.
I'm Friendswood.
Bay Area.
Dickinson.
Do you guys get mad that they have more Facebook likes than y'all? Is it like weird being around them? Is there like some sort of tension there?
Between us?
Yeah, she hasn't
No.
even noticed my Facebook likes. So.
Yeah,
We didn't tell you it's only 21,000 compared to 2. I mean,
No.
it's all the same, right?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
That's cool. So how long have y'all been doing this?
You want to start?
3 years.
Okay.
So I actually managed the Bay Area location for 3 years, and then now I am at Friendswood.
Cool. And so how long have you been?
I actually was a member right at 2 years ago. I taught at the school across the street
Mhm.
from the gym. So it was very convenient for me to go right across the street, get my workout in with some of the ladies that we held accountable at school. I started coaching there this summer, and the previous owners live in Beaumont and just couldn't give just felt they had 2 gyms over there as well, and that they needed to
That's far.
turn this one
Yeah.
over. Yeah, because it was just something at their
Yes.
point in time in their life that they were ready to expand up in that direction. So they sold this one.
So
I
when you say
purchased it.
school, you're a teacher?
I was an
Okay.
elementary school teacher. I was.
That's cool. So elementary, was it all grades or just like one grade?
I did primarily 3rd grade.
Okay. Has that helped you as far as like fitness goes, like class
In
wise?
front of, as far as being in front of a group of people and
Mm-hmm.
talking, yes, that has really helped, because transitioning from talking to little kids, it's easy. Talking to adults and stuff, it's a little different audience. But yeah, it has helped.
We had a lady in the other day. It's Cookies with a Cause, and
Yes.
a
Mhm.
portion of their proceeds go towards Alzheimer's and some other pretty awesome causes. And so she was a retired teacher. I guess 31 years she taught, but she taught all over. And I didn't find out she was a teacher till the very end. And after we had the conversation, I realized, oh yeah, she was definitely a teacher. Just I could tell by the way the conversation went. I was like, that's very teacher, but it didn't click till the end. So I can see how, I mean, you're never going to stop being a teacher.
Right.
You always have that. So we try to do fitness as much as we can. I guess we could do
Do
this.
this whole pizza in my mouth. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll let you
go. Keep going.
And for a lot of people, it's not the easiest or the funnest thing to do. So how are y'all helping, I guess, change that, or getting people excited, or getting people in? And how has that journey kind of been?
Well, our workouts are only 30 minutes long. So you're not sitting in the gym for an hour, 2 hours. It's just 30 minutes. Everyone has time for 30 minutes, right?
Yeah.
So only 30 minutes, and it's all women. And women love that atmosphere of just women. They can
Mhm.
talk, and women like to gossip and talk. And so,
Wait, what?
it's just a fun atmosphere to be around all women. And we all have the same goals, but different goals. But we all just want to live a healthy lifestyle. We make it fun.
Yeah. Is that Delta Lives Fitness? Is that a thing, or is it always ladies only?
So yes, it is
Yes.
a franchise. We are known for our signature 30-minute tone and torch workout where you get
Mhm.
cardio and strength conditioning done. So you're going to get to lean out and tone up at the same time.
Cool.
It's a high intensity interval training. So we've got 8 different structures that we work with.
Mhm.
We have a vast number of moves. We use equipment such as tire flip machines, kettlebells, sandbags, slam balls, battle ropes, TRX super bands, dumbbells, mini bands. We have a lot of different equipment that we use in the gym. So what's fun about it is that you're never going to see the same workout, same movement with the same structures. And it is a positive environment for women. We just want to provide a positive community of women to train right. And it is really a sisterhood. Nobody's in there to judge you.
Right.
We're so busy working our workout and trying to survive ourselves rather than trying to stay with the lady who's next to us.
Yeah. So some of the things that you said, like, I could see how that could be intimidating. Like, I felt a little bit of intimidation when you're like the tire flip machine, battle ropes. And if somebody has zero knowledge whenever it comes to fitness working out, would this be a good fit for them as well?
Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
So all of our movements are modifiable for any and all fitness levels. The workout can be as easy or as difficult as you want it to be. We
Mhm.
have each movement, we have a starter move. So
Okay.
somebody who's starting out. We have a base move. That's for somebody who is physically fit. And then we also have an advanced move for somebody who's more advanced.
Mhm.
So we do have modifications. We have progressions and regressions for every movement that we have. Even if somebody has a shoulder injury, we can do push-ups on the wall. We can do burpees on the wall. So we find any and all none of our ladies feel intimidated coming in or being there. Maybe initially coming in and being intimidated, but I think once they're there and we show them, the coaches are great. You're coached the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
We have TV monitors up where they can actually see the movements, go through the phase of the base, the starter, and the advanced move as well.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So you're getting that instruction. So if I was to go to a gym like today, right now, I look at all the machinery. I don't know what's
Right.
going on, right? So this way, someone's showing you, instructing, or if like, hey, I need help, you could be able to come and show the.
Oh yes,
person.
absolutely.
Cool.
We're constantly modifying form, watching form. We don't want any injuries, correcting form,
Okay,
and
cool.
helping out.
So we got 30 seconds left, and we're going to go on the FM as well and kind of keep this going and maybe even review some of the stuff that we had talked about a little bit. Do you have any questions for me?
No.
Sweet. What's up, folks? Let us know. Do y'all have questions? Have y'all been to Delta Life Fitness? Have you shared this video yet? And that's what I'm going to ask you to do. Go ahead and do it. Oh, I was talking to the Facebook people, not to you. I'm sorry. Guard. Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Curt.
And we have some special guests in studio from Delta Life Fitness. There's 2 locations that we're going to be talking about today. We have Jennifer and Jen in studio, the Bay Area location in Dickinson and the Friendswood location in Friendswood. How are you ladies doing this morning?
We are good.
Great.
Thank y'all for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, we're talking about Delta Life. And the first thing I want to talk about is the name. So this is it's a franchise, but Delta Life, like what is Delta of the Delta Life?
What is Delta of the Delta Life? So we originally started Delta was originally started as an outdoor style boot camp with the franchise owner in College Station. So he was stationed there. He was a Marine and he was going to Texas A&M at school, and his some of the moms that were on a team with his son playing some sport or another, I'm not sure if it was soccer or whatnot, they wanted to work out. And so it just kind of kicked off, and they got stationed, they got moved to Florida. And so it was no longer here. And another lady who was working with him she was in the service. So she got moved to Washington State. So she opened up a Delta in Washington State, and Josh opened up in Florida. So we have locations in Florida, Washington State, Texas, some coming to Tennessee and Arizona and California.
That's really cool. So, okay, Delta Life Fitness, who is the perfect candidate to come and work out at either locations? Like, who's the person that's like, hey, this person is who we are?
You want to go ahead or you want me to?
No, go ahead.
So any lady, because we are females only. So a lot of the most people that we have coming in are women who are moms, busy working moms, stay-at-home moms, because we do have supervised childcare for our classes. So that is a very key point that a lot of women are looking for, because a lot of times we like to say, oh, our kids this and that, and we carve out 30 minutes of our time. Their kids are well taken care of. That's one less thing that they have to worry about. They get a nice, good heart rate monitor on. They get to see their workouts while they're working out on the screen.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So there's childcare.
Yes.
Yeah, that's one of the questions that we had already. She said, hey, any childcare? And John answered too, and you did as well. So, and then we also have another comment. This is from Paulette. She said, I'm a member and I am 72 years young.
We love Paula.
Yes.
Man,
Yes.
so literally any age level.
Yes, we have 15. I think I have a 16-year-old. She's 16. She comes with her mom.
Yes.
Mhm.
So she is there with her mom. And then we have up to Miss Paulette. We actually have another one of our coaches. Her mom is 73. So we have a very wide range. Like you were talking about intimidation. It's not there.
Yeah. What kind of workouts are people going to be doing whenever they come to Delta Life Fitness?
It's going to be a strength and conditioning training. It's going to be a HIIT style workout where you're going to get strength training and cardio conditioning, which will allow you to lean out and tone up.
And that sounds good to me. I know I'm not allowed.
No, sir.
I know I'm not allowed.
Sorry.
But yeah, leaning out, toning up. I mean, I think everybody can always shoot for that, a little bit leaner, a little bit toner, stronger, and be able to get through your day easier. What do you think?
Yeah, for me, it's all about being lean and tone, but I don't work out. It's so hard.
How important is it to reach your lean and tone goals and working out? I mean, because a lot of people say, diet, nutrition, like,
Oh, yeah.
what do y'all think?
Well, you cannot train a bad diet. So you can come
Yes.
to us twice a day, 6 days a week if you wanted to. But if you're leaving the gym and going to Pizza Hut, going and getting that Whataburger, you
Sometimes.
yeah.
Yes,
So we
nutrition
just,
is
yeah.
super important.
Jen, what is your background? Is it a fitness background?
Yes, I have a degree, a bachelor's degree in fitness and human performance.
That's cool. Is that something you always wanted to do? Like growing up, you always knew or like played sports and that's what was fun to you?
Yeah, in high school, I started working out. I worked at a gym. I worked in the childcare, and so I got a free membership. So I was like, well, why not use it? And ever since then, I fell in love with fitness and knew that's what I wanted to do.
Are you from this area?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
And now your location is in where?
Friendswood.
What is the address there?
It's 804 South Friendswood Drive, right on 518.
That's easy to find.
Yes.
So Jennifer, what is your background?
I am, I was a elementary school teacher for about 14 and a half years in Dickinson ISD. I was a member at Delta for 2 years, and then I started coaching there this summer with the anticipation of actually opening my own Delta in the Hill Country once our youngest son graduated high school, which would be this year, who also go to Dickinson. And, I say sometimes God has, he's a funny man sometimes. He had different plans for me. And so that's how I became owner of this location.
That's
just
cool.
2 months ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
So being a teacher, is fitness always something that you saw as important?
Fitness, yes. I've always seen fitness as something important my whole life, not just as a coach or as a teacher. It's
Okay, so you
something-
coach too?
I do. Well, coach the classes.
Oh, okay, I didn't know if you
A group fitness instructor, yes, sir. No,
Okay, cool. I didn't know if you had coached at the school.
no, sir.
That'd have been fun though.
Yeah.
PE was always like in elementary school. I remember doing a bunch of stuff like on the little, I don't know what they're called, the little wheels with the thing. I don't know. And PE was a lot of fun in elementary school is all I'm trying to say.
Yeah, the little scooters.
And that's a good way. I guess they try and instill fitness into kids.
Have you ever tried to sit on those again?
I haven't in
Oh my gosh. No, they are the worst. I'm like, how did I ever sit on? But my body was much smaller than it is today.
Just a tad bit, right?
Yeah, maybe they should make adult size ones.
Ooh, that's what they need.
Yeah.
But still, you're low to the ground, pushing off with your legs.
I can't remember what those are called. So, always into fitness, always, a teacher, started working out. Was it more of a convenience thing or just because you had heard about, how did you get into Delta?
So actually, my nephew's fiance, I was her mentor her first year of school as her first year teacher. And I saw her getting dressed to go work out. I was working out and I said, where are you going? She said, across the street. I did not even know that the gym was there. It had been there for a year prior to me knowing. And yes, it is a matter of convenience because it was right across the street. And I just love the all women atmosphere. I don't feel the pressure to keep up with anybody. And it was a matter of convenience for me and the community that was within there too.
Yeah. So no guys allowed. It's ladies only. And what does that add and mean to you? Like as ladies, that, hey, it's just going to be ladies here. Does that add like I don't know if it's like a security thing or like, hey, are people watching me like as a support thing?
Right. So when I go, like, I don't know, when I go into a big box gym, I just sometimes feel like I like the confidence in myself to go in there and actually perform the workout. Like we talked about, I look at a machine. Okay. Yeah, I know how to use it, but then I don't want somebody judging me because there's a lot of people there. Like I said, we're so fast impacted here at our yeah, him too.
Gardy judges me when I went and worked out with him. He's like, you know how to do this, right?
I was trying to help him with his form because he was doing something and I was like, hey, maybe do this. And then he got kind of offended. He was like, I was a world-class lifter in Nebraska in preschool. Okay. I've been lifting since I was 2 years old. I was like, all right, whatever, man. Just trying to help you out. You have to come work out with me. Hey, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. But so that was me at first. I mean, I had the confidence to go in there now years later because I had gone to a personal trainer and she taught me the things that I needed to do. But I like a small group instruction. I have grown up, doing dance and doing sports. So I'm used to that group of girls that you just have as a core group of friends and you just build each other up and motivate each other. And that's what Delta is all about. I like that the workout is set up for me. I don't have to think about what I need to do. Am I doing legs today? Am I doing arms today? What am I doing today? And we do have those focus groups too. And we have whole body workouts too.
That's cool. Somebody asked, what are the hours of operation?
You want to go ahead first?
So our hours are class times Monday through Friday. We have a 5:15 a.m. and a 9:15 a.m. And then in the evening, 5:30 and 6:15 p.m. And then on Saturdays, we also have a 9 a.m. workout.
That's cool.
At our location, we have a couple of different classes. So Monday through Friday, we have a 5:15 a.m.
How exciting is
We have a
that? We're going to be
6
giving
a.m.
away
right now. That's
some
Monday,
gift
Wednesday,
cards to
Friday.
Olympic
It's probably
Grill.
gonna
We
start
also
going
have
every day, 'cause
some
it has
like
grown.
coupons to go
We have
get
an 8:30
free
Monday
hummus
through
or a
Friday,
free dessert.
9:15
So
a.m.
this
Monday
is something
through Friday, 4:45
that you want
and
to check out.
5:30 p.m.
Let
Monday
us
through
know
Friday,
and just follow the
6:30
rules. It's
Monday
super
through
easy.
Thursday, as well as
We're going to be
8
talking to
o'clock and 9
Children's
o'clock
Oasis Foundation
Saturday
today. We're also gonna be
you said
talking
something
to
interesting
Mitchell from
earlier,
Olympic
and
Grill.
you
We got
said you
8 seconds left, and we're
can't
getting into this.
work out a bad diet. So is that something that y'all kind of help or give advice or literature on? As
Good
well?
morning. You're
It's
listening to
something that is
KHEA Radio
we
99.5
can
FM.
have
This
some
is
members who we
Kickstart.
do their
I'm
macros
Gardy.
for them,
And I'm
they
Curt.
get
And it
a couple
is Monday
consults, and
morning.
we monitor them on MyFitnessPal. We become their friends,
Okay,
and we get
cool.
to watch what they're eating and kind of message them, "Hey, where's your food today?" You know?
Yeah. So it's more because we've learned a little bit about macros, but we haven't really tracked like our own. Is that kind of the method how you go about it? Like, and what can you explain to somebody who's never heard of that? What does that mean?
Oh, you'd really have to kind of get to know that individual and know their lifestyle, and you have to kind of go from it by there, and then
Everything's individual.
Yeah, and based on what their growth is, are they wanting to lose weight? What are their goals? And it's all individual based.
Okay, cool. That's cool. Curt, what do you think? Because we've never tracked like our macros, but like for you, like what are your goals? I know we talked about getting tone, maybe strong, and we're just trying to learn like what kind of diet would we need. Well, right now I'm losing weight. I think I lost like I'm 7 or 8 pounds down since last week, but that's because I'm eating vegetables, water, and like drinking supplements like shakes.
Yeah, for me it was about, just making sure that, I used to go to a gym where you didn't have to pay for it, but you would get a healthy meal replacement shake afterwards. And I feel like that helped, like the motivation, like, hey, I just got done with this workout. I'm going to eat something healthy, because it curbed the appetite to go, hey, I'm going to go work out and then go for a run, or go for like a run to get like donuts or something. We used to actually, me and my buddy, like the first summer I was in Texas, we had a go nuts for donuts. So we would go run in the morning, and then afterwards we would go eat donuts. And it was the worst idea ever, but we're like, we're so genius for this.
That's not a friend, Curt.
No,
That's not a friend. No, I'm just messing with you. Right now it's 10:20. This is KHEARadio.com, 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. What's up, Rosie? How you doing? Russ, everybody, let us know what's going on. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back, keep talking fitness with Delta Life.
20 minutes after.
So we have double sound apparently, because I'm trying to pick the winners, and the sound and audio is coming up over. Which has
I was
never
wondering.
happened before.
That's what Rosie. That's what I was confused. She said everyone is talking at the same time, but nobody was. But so that it's the audio feed. So
preview off of program 2. Can you take it off
on your phone? You turn it up.
Not anymore. I stopped it.
Oh well, yeah. Just don't do it. I don't know. We'll troubleshoot it later.
Oh.
How are you? So thank you guys for coming in here.
Hey, thanks for
Thanks
having
for
us.
How did you
us.
guys hear about us?
Actually, one of the childcare workers at my gym tagged me in a post that you guys had done, I think, right after Christmas, about getting the community out there. And so that's when I contacted y'all.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I see a gift over there.
Yeah.
What is that?
We have a gift basket that we have, and inside it would be a 1-month free membership.
That's cool.
So
Do we get to give it away?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or do we get to use it?
No, if you have a spouse or a sister or daughter, they can, or you can give it off to a listener
Cool. We want.
for each
Who's
location.
interested in that?
Mhm.
Who's interested in it? For each location? So there's 2.
Mhm.
That's
Yes,
awesome.
there'll be
There's 2 in there?
Well,
2. Well, one for each location.
Yes.
One
friends
for
would.
you, one for me.
And
yes,
he's like, "What about me?"
Ethan. You can't use it, and you don't have a girlfriend or a wife, and your mom's not here. You have no family here, Curt.
Dang, I have no girls in my life.
You do have some, but
Oh, okay.
Crystal, if she'd want it, you could give it to Crystal. But no, what's the best way for us to give that away?
How do you
Sherry
want
aren't. You just
Sherry said me. Sherry's awesome.
it?
Which
Sherry
location?
wants it. Yeah,
Yeah,
she,
which
she's been
Which
asking.
location would she want?
Sherry, yeah. Which location would be better for you? There's one in Friendswood, and there's one in Dickinson.
Should we just give one to Sherry right now?
I think she lives in Texas City. I think.
Texas City. She was at Burger Nation NASA, wasn't she?
Mm-hmm. I think she has a car. Oh man, awesome. So hopefully the double sound stopped.
It did. It's my fault.
Shout out to Jen and Jen R and Jen T. Which one's R? Which one's T?
T.
I'm
T?
R.
R. Okay, cool. She lives in Bayview.
Jerry wants
Dickinson.
Dickinson.
Okay.
You got it, Sherry. It's yours. That was easy.
Really? We're just doing that.
Yeah, I think so.
Awesome. I like it. That's what you get for saying that you want something.
You need a chair?
No, I mean, he's got this thing, and I know those are like.
Is Sherry listening right
No,
now?
these
Yeah.
She is, yeah.
All right, Sherry, I'll message you after this, and I'll give you our address, or it should be on here, the address.
She said, "Woo! Oh wow, you got it." Yeah, she went to Burger
Yay.
Nation. We had dropped a video for Burger Nation. So for us, we go to a lot of restaurants, and
That's my husband.
what do you say? Oh, that Jennifer Shannon Rady chick. Pretty hot. Sir.
Wow.
Okay, you're allowed to say that. Otherwise, we don't want any our guests in uncomfortable situations.
I'm his wife.
Yeah.
Don't forget
I always
Jen
get concerned.
G.
It's always been
Jen
somebody's
G.
wife who has said that.
Like
but if it was,
their spouse.
yeah, but I've always been concerned that someone's going to say that and it's not Pace. And it's like,
Shut the stream down. What do we do?
No, that's not
Shut the stream down.
that's
They're
funny.
being harassed. Yeah. Turn off comments.
Jen, Jen.
I don't
Don't
know who
forget
Jen
Jen
G
G.
is.
That's my wife. He's just
Oh, that's your wife.
yeah, he's
Oh.
just being because the other Jen. My last
Okay,
name's
got it.
Garcia.
Got it.
gotcha.
Okay. I was like, is there a Jen we're forgetting?
I know.
There are a lot of Jennifers, though.
Yeah. Well, it's a great name.
Sure is.
Mm-hmm. Did we pick all? So, have you all been to the new Olympia Grill yet?
I have.
I have
Okay.
not.
Do y'all want some free hummus or a free dessert next time you go?
Got to get the dessert. No.
Are y'all interested in a
Yes.
free hummus or a
Yeah.
dessert? Okay.
Yes.
So they've been in. So, anyways, they put the date. Vincent's the GM there, and he put the wrong date. And he texted me last night. Was like, man, it was like a brain, mess up the new year and all that. He said, obviously, take it in, and they'll do it.
Okay.
And so we went last week for like 3 days in a row. And the first day they were like, oh, come back tomorrow or come back next time. I was like, sweet, we will. So we came back and got some hummus again. And then the next time they gave us a little bit more. And then the next time they gave us this fat stack. And so
Oh,
we're giving them away.
nice.
But yeah, Olympia Grill's awesome. They gave us $1,000 towards our fundraising thing to upgrade our equipment.
Oh, wow.
And so they've been really helpful to us.
Very
And so
cool.
we like to promote them because it's healthy for us and it's allowed on our cleanse and detox.
Oh,
But we are allowed to eat.
Oh, nice.
nice.
So we still need to cash it, as you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Put a
we
fat check there.
we've tried to endorse it through the mobile app and our bank thing, and it won't go through for
Won't go
some
through.
reason. So
I wonder why.
we're still working out the kinks.
You drink your gallon a day?
Well, this was actually
A
from
little bit
yesterday, and I didn't just drink out, but yeah, that's the goal. Yeah. I started it yesterday, but we do a lot of water like outside of this as well.
In that chair.
Sandra. You girls are hot hummus, but
Do you guys have interns?
no.
Y'all
No,
should get some.
we should.
The interns are the best. I
Yeah?
literally am like,
Pretty
hey,
good.
go get me like a
That's what we do.
coffee.
Yeah.
Go get me some.
That's a good idea.
We need an intern. Anyone interested?
Yes.
We have two. They fight with each other.
Yeah.
I was replaced while I was in Kentucky for like an entire month.
You were there for a really long. What were we supposed to do? We got used to intern life, and then you left us just like at the peak, and then we found somebody else, and they've been wonderful. And so now they're competing against each other, who can do more. And so for us, it's good competition,
Yes.
right, Ethan?
I guess. Nobody's actually told me how she ended up joining.
Oh, oh, we're gonna.
She knew that she did not like you and wanted to steal your internship.
No, she likes you.
Can I have an intern?
Can I have an intern?
You may have Ethan.
I have
After-
two of them, and it's hard to manage. It's a lot of work.
Delegating tasks.
I almost fired both of them today. They were fighting on the streams today. You're like, man, keep going, Ethan.
I think I need a personal assistant more than an intern.
Well, we
That'd be
can
nice too.
Yeah.
But you have to pay a personal
I know.
assistant.
Yeah.
We don't have to pay the intern.
just call a personal intern.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, personal assistant would be nice too. I feel like that's what Kurt's trying to turn the interns into. I don't like using the word intern. Hey, that's cool.
It's hard. Yeah.
I feel like the way he uses it sometimes is a little derogatory.
Interns,
he's like, enter, do this. I'm like, Kurt, you can just say something else. But he's like, no. It's like a hazing thing. But anyway,
Is it?
for you. Yeah, so we're picking the winners of these, and whenever we go back on, we'll probably just announce those winners for our Olympia gift cards. They were giving a couple away from yesterday's show, and then we'll keep talking about everything else.
I'll do a lot.
Well, yeah, we started whenever they gave us $1,000, then we're like, yes,
Yeah.
y'all are our friends.
Yes.
But we loved Olympia before. Like my whenever I got married, my wedding reception was there at the one at Pier 21. That was
Okay.
about 5 years ago. And then it's just good food. I like Greek food. I remember the first time I had it. It wasn't at Olympia, but it was another local location, a different establishment. But yeah, ever since then, it's thinking good, you know? What kind of food do y'all eat to try and stay healthy? Like whether it's like cooking at home or restaurants, like what do y'all do?
Cooking at home,
Mm-hmm.
crock pot recipes.
Like what? Like what are some?
Trying to think. Like chicken. You can do so much with shredded chicken. You can,
Crock pots are easy, right?
Yes, and they're most of the recipes pretty healthy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
For me, I have a pressure cooker, which my wife was like, we're not getting a pressure cooker, but then somebody gave us one and it has a crock pot setting. And so I was YouTubing recipes. And for me, it was really confusing because I was trying to, am I doing this right on the crock pot setting? It would have just been so much easier to get a crock pot. And then I haven't actually used the pressure cooking, but have y'all used any pressure cookers?
I've used an
I have
Instapot before.
Instapot, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you used it as a crock pot?
No. Mm-mm.
It's good luck.
Do you like your Instapot?
And I don't know. I don't know. Yeah,
No.
it was okay.
Hey, Dee Dee Taylor Anderson. Do y'all know Dee Dee? She said I can volunteer to be an intern. I'm not sure if she's talking about fitness. Do y'all?
We'll take her.
Yeah. So what about for you? You know, is it more cooking at home or eating out, healthy options? Or
So
both?
cooking at home, I have a gluten intolerance, so I really have to kind of watch what I eat and where I go
Yes.
out to eat at. So I do a lot of cooking at home. Usually on Sundays, we prep a lot of protein.
Mhm.
And so that it's much easier because when I get home at 8:00 at night, I'm super hungry.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be tempted to go and grab some
Yeah.
unhealthy. So basically, and the veggies in a bag that you can just throw in the microwave and cook in 3 minutes and warm up my protein
are
and
awesome.
good to go.
What about like dairy? How do y'all feel about dairy?
If you can
Y'all open
tolerate
to
it,
it? Yeah.
I mean, if you can tolerate it.
Cool. Just wondering. Because we haven't been doing it, and I mean, I love cheese, I love dairy, but I feel so much better when I don't have it, and so I think a lot of people do, but it's just like a denial thing because it's like, oh, it can't be the cheese, it can't be,
It can be.
the sour
Mhm.
cream and all. It has to be something else, and so you put it off on. Maybe it's I need to drink less sodas, or Kurt was talking about butter, or something other, and I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just there's something good, and it's like I can't give it up, So
So your body reacts to it. Like I said, if you can handle it, I mean, your body reacts okay to it.
Yeah.
And some of us, as we get older, it's harder to digest some of those things.
for sure. When I was a kid, we used to drink whole milk all
Yeah.
the time, and
Oh,
then I
yeah.
moved out of the house, and I was like, I'm not going to pay
Yeah.
$2.50 for a gallon of milk. No way. And then I didn't have it for a couple years, and then I had it again, and I was just like,
Mm-hmm.
I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Like ice cream, and I was like, it can't be the ice cream. That was the first time I realized, and then milk, and nah. So, but it was a denial thing for like a couple years.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll do cheese like on a burger, and maybe like enchiladas, like cheese and stuff. But I can't drink milk and all that.
Almond milk? No? Do you do almond milk?
Yeah, right now,
Yeah.
I mean, even on our cleanse, like there's no nuts, but I guess if it's I don't know, but we're allowed to do an almond milk in our shake. So here's our supplements, and then like I have this like a shaker.
Yeah.
And so I'll do almond milk, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Fine for me.
That's what I use. That's what we use.
Mhm.
For my husband, he still likes the whole milk.
Since y'all
Yeah,
get
so
to,
does mine.
so you have to buy 2 things of milk.
Yeah. So my teenage boys, they do almond milk as well.
I have 3 things of milk in my fridge right now because of my kids and
Yeah.
me and,
Yep.
and others. So yeah, just takes up so much room. I was like, why can't we just all get along?
Yeah.
Just do the same thing. And almond milk is good. They have
Yeah.
all the different flavors and low calorie, normal calorie. Like,
Yep.
Yeah. Interesting. Linda said, I love my crock pot. So since y'all both cook and use, crock pot recipes and prepping, like what is the go-to? Like where do you go to the grocery store? What are you looking for when you're there? Like which grocery store do you go to as well?
HEB is where my
Kroger.
go-to is.
Same?
Kroger is
Kroger?
my go-to,
Okay.
Yeah. Just vegetables, meat.
But it's on the perimeter of the grocery store.
Yeah, don't go in the middle aisles.
Yeah. Because that's all like preservatives.
Processed foods and
Yeah.
I mean, some of it, I mean, cans, tomato sauce or whatever, but the vegetables, try to stay fresh or frozen. I just go with my grocery list and I have it sectioned out. Produce, meats,
Yeah.
I know I have a mission when I go, or else I'm going to be mindlessly shopping.
That's what I do. Or last night I wanted to do spaghetti squash with like some pasta sauce. And so that's what we did. And it was delicious, but I knew that's what I was going, but I didn't go with the list because there's other things. I wanted to get bananas and some other stuff that just to have, but I
I think
forgot.
when you get to be my age, you have to have it written down or you're going to forget it.
I just do the
26?
Yeah.
click list where you order it online and then you go pick it all up.
I tried click list. I just can't. I don't.
Well, it's
Yeah.
just easier than taking the kids.
Yeah,
to the
you
grocery
have
store.
small kids. I have
How many
big
kids do you have?
2.
What are their ages?
One is 5, and then my son is 18 months.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
And do you have kids?
2 boys,
How old are they?
17 and 18.
Nice. That's a lot of milk. Do you go through like a gallon of milk
I
a
go
week if
through-
your husband and your boys are all drinking the
Yeah,
whole
we
milk?
go through a lot of milk. We actually go through a lot more like chicken and salmon. Like that's what they eat all the time.
Are they into
Turkey meat.
fitness?
Oh yeah.
That's
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah, both of them.
So they probably appreciate you with like the meal prep and all that stuff.
Oh yeah. So between my 2 boys and myself, like between the 3 of us over the last year, we lost 100, like a combination of 130 pounds.
That's
between-
amazing.
I know,
Wow.
between the 3 of us.
So I
That's
feel like your
awesome.
husband has no choice but to be into it because it's like if he wants to eat with
Yeah,
the
he eats when he
family and
gets
anybody
fed.
else, like yeah, that's what
no,
you're
he
gonna
doesn't
eat.
complain much.
cool.
He just was like, "Where's my sauce?" Because he wants to put sauce on his healthy food.
Yeah. And like Dr. Chapa, he's big on, cooking meals and with he has young kids as well. I think his oldest is like maybe in 4th or 5th grade. But
12, yeah, something like that.
yeah, they're really all into trying new vegetables and fruits. And those are
Mhm.
things those kids are going to remember for the rest of their life. Your
Oh,
kids too.
yeah.
And I'm sure yours as well. So we got 25 seconds. We're going to go on. I like talking about the food and healthy part too, but we'll give these away and then we'll get back into it. Ethan brought his phone charger prepared. I do like that. That's a point. 1 point for you, Ethan.
Other intern also had a charger yesterday, so you guys
1 point
need it
taken
now.
away. Yeah.
Even
Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
and I'm Kurt.
We're having a fun time. And actually, right now, we're going to take a minute to give away some Olympia Grill gift cards. We picked some winners. We had a show yesterday with Vincent in studio talking about everything Olympia Grill has going on. And so we actually have some shirts and gift cards. Kurt, who's the winners?
Yeah, so we have 2 $25 gift cards to Olympia Grill, and those 2 winners are Chelsea Manigold and Sherry Schultz. And then we also have 3 t-shirts, and the winner of those are Vicky Kookie, Kim Barr, and Brittany Hayes. Plus, we are announcing the winner of our tumbler from the city of Lamarck, and that winner is Megan Walker. So those are our 6 winners today from today's show. We still have some of these coupons here. We're going to talk about this, how to give them all away and reach out to people today.
I want to make it rain in Olympia Grill. Just
Oh,
go
yeah.
on and people just be like, dang, that guy's so nice. And like, as they're walking in the door, just hand it out and be like, bless you. Bless you. Like KHEA Radio. Like KHEA Radio on Facebook. Maybe something like that. But we'll see. Anyways, if you weren't a winner today, you could probably be a winner tomorrow. We give stuff away all the time. We love doing that.
Yeah, on Friday, we're announcing the winner of our Bay Colony Nails gift card. So make sure that if you haven't gone and looked at that video, make sure that you go like, share, and comment that video so you have a chance to win one of 5 $25
That's right.
gift certificates to Bay Colony Nails, which is located right next to HEB on 646.
So Jennifer and Jen, they're in studio. We're talking about Delta Life Fitness. Being in fitness, working out and all that, do you also have time to go get your nails done? Or is that something where it's
Yes.
like, hey, I don't have time?
No, that's a priority.
That's getting the nails done is a priority. Have y'all seen the video? We just dropped a video not
Yes,
too long
I
ago.
saw it. Actually, one of my Todd coworkers, she commented on it.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah,
I saw her
so
comment on it.
that was my first manicure, and I thought it would be fun and funny. I've never had anything done I was not really sure how they would respond. And I thought it worked for the video, but I just told her, I was like, can you act like you're doing something? Then she was, I don't know if she didn't understand or she was just like, didn't care. Like she just started working. I was like, whatever, Kurt, roll the footage. Cause I guess she's about to be done. She's like, you want me to do the other hand? I said, well, you might as well even it out.
Right.
But they were so shiny. My shine kind of went away.
Get the buff on them.
Yeah. They
Yes.
were like super shiny, but it was really fun.
Now the question is, have you had a pedicure?
I've never had a pedicure.
Oh, you need to go have a
Yes.
pedicure.
Pedicures are the best.
Yes, they are.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gardy
I think my
gets
husband-
mad
Yeah.
because
when
I'm
you
like,
describe it.
because they go in and they're like dig out like 20 years worth of stuff from inside of each of your
I do
nails.
not want to know what your toes are like.
It's
See?
great. They get
See
out
what
the
I'm talking
sand. They get out the sandpaper and they start sanding the back. They're like, "Oh, we gotta go get the tough stuff in the back," and they come back and they're like,
Oh, that's funny.
So his mom comes in town about once a year, and I always ask her, why is Kurt the way he is? And then she starts listing the reasons. That's always concerning. And I was like, oh, well, yeah. She's
"He
like,
was
well,
born
you know,
with a bigger head."
yeah. She's like, well, you know what he went through. It kind of makes sense. And then she starts listing all this stuff, and I was like, oh my gosh, it was kind of like a funny, like a joke, rhetorical question. But hey, Mrs. Casper, that it makes sense.
You only ever call me when you're on the radio.
Yeah. But so
love my mom.
we're talking Delta Life Fitness. We've been talking a little bit about food with Olympia Grill. So whenever it comes to staying in shape and meeting your fitness goals or whatever goals that you have, how important is the kitchen and how do y'all stay in, I guess, in control of that part of your lives and making the right decisions?
Meal plan. Plan out your meals ahead of time. That way you have a plan, you have a mission, you know what you're going to do. You're not going to be mindlessly eating. Go to the grocery store with a list.
How do you stay creative? Because I guess for me, it's like, okay, I can cook some chicken. I can do this, but like, do you look for recipes on the internet?
Oh,
Is
yeah.
there a book
Pinterest.
Pictured. Yeah.
on Pinterest?
Yes.
So I feel like that's something I don't have. Just like you have to be a lady to be a member of Delta Life
No.
Fitness, I
Oh,
feel like
yeah.
you have to be a lady to be on Pinterest.
I know my husband actually said when Pinterest first came out, he said, I'm going to make a mantrist.
Oh, that's a good
Pinterest.
idea. That's a million. You shouldn't have said that. There's probably like thousands of people out there
No,
now.
everybody's going to be on it.
Mantress.com.
No, he
Yeah.
said it like 3 or 4 years ago, like when I first got on the Pinterest. But
Okay. So there's a lot
yeah.
of good
Pinterest,
recipes.
and I about a year ago, I did Whole30.
Yeah,
And so that's got a lot of,
that's cool.
Ethan's on Pinterest.
yeah.
I am a little shocked, Ethan. Why are you on Pinterest? Where do you pin? It looks like car stuff.
It does. Look at that
There's all
truck.
kinds of stuff on there. Yeah.
I don't understand how it works. Is it kind of comparable to any other social media site?
I'm not a big social media person. She probably, she's
Yeah. Well, I'm not a really big Pinterest person.
Okay.
So
See, I am.
So where do you find your recipes?
it's called skinnytaste.com. That's where I get everything.
You know what? I'm going to skinnytaste.com. Skinny.
But they have like a section for crock pot recipes, chicken, like they have it all.
Yeah, I like doing stuff in the skillet on the stove. For me personally, I have some people in my life that like to use the
that looks
oven,
good.
but I'm more of like, hey, I just want to, if I put some chicken in here, maybe saute some vegetables or even those steamer bags.
Yeah.
Those have been a
Mhm.
lifesaver for me.
Absolutely.
Is that cheese?
Looks like it.
Yeah, cheesy rotisserie chicken enchilada skillet. That's what's up, man. All this stuff looks
I was
good.
doing fine. I'm like, no, I can
Until you saw
go.
that.
I can go the rest of this
See, but,
without
like,
doing meat.
All these things, like
Oh.
this means keto, and then Whole
Okay,
30.
cool.
They have like the code up at the top of what.
Oh, that's perfect.
everything
Okay.
means. Yeah.
There you go.
So,
There's
yeah.
your recipe key right
Yeah.
there.
So if I wanted to look at even like, hey, some vegetarian
There you
meals,
go.
because we're
Yep.
doing more of a vegetarian diet minus, I wonder if there's a way. So we would look for vegetarian, dairy-free,
Colombians.
and other stuff like that. So that's cool.
Yeah, they have a lot of good recipes.
Hey, well, we should look at this. Right now we're not allowed to have eggs, but on day 11 we are. So that'd be cool. Classic egg salad.
Oh,
That'd be good.
y'all, I just got really hungry. I was doing fine. I was doing great. I was like, no, I can keep going. No veg, like only veggies, no meat, no nothing for 21 days. Y'all just ruined that right
Yeah.
there.
Skinnytaste.com. Go ruin it for yourself, but you're not ruining it. I think you're actually giving yourself some better ideas. And putting yourself in a position where you're going to succeed. When you go to the grocery store, it lists like all the ingredients and everything you need.
Yep.
You know what we have found also, like the first time you meal prep, you got to buy everything.
Oh yeah. That's an expensive
Ever.
grocery trip.
You know, oh man, I need, what am I going to put this in? How am I going to do this? The
Yeah.
spices. And then as you do it again, you have some of the, hey, I already have that. I already have the containers. I have this. So would you say it's like an investment in yourself, I guess?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
And your family.
Yeah.
Hope to do so.
And so y'all have kids.
Yes.
And so have they all been on the train of, hey, you know what, we are going to meal prep or eat, you know, something healthier instead of going to fast food, you know, and all this other stuff
Absolutely.
available.
I mean, my kids still, go hang out with their friends and go plan,
yeah.
plan their meals around that. They'll go out to eat with their friends for their birthdays and whatnot, just to be social still. But they know how to make good eating choices when they're out. And then actually my 18-year-old, he just got back home from college, so he's going to come back here, and he actually meal preps on his own. Like, he's in there cooking his chicken and his broccoli and his salmon. So he's got the containers. He's got it going on.
Cool. Does he know what he wants to do for school yet?
Math major.
Math major.
Mhm.
That's cool.
If you like math.
So whenever you were a teacher, being an elementary teacher, you specialize in everything, or like what kind of, what did you go to school for though?
Education.
Okay, it's just straight up education. And then we found out that your background
Yes.
was fitness.
Yes, fitness and human performance.
What is human performance?
Um,
Dang, she's like, I went to school for this. You
Yeah.
don't even know.
No, you don't have to break it down that much, but like I guess just how the body works. Is there science in that as well?
yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
That's cool.
She's like, I had to go to school for 4 years, and now
Don't
you're
ask
asking
me that question.
Dang,
Kurt, what did you go to school for? People don't know.
clown school.
He went to clown college, and I
I
went.
could see that. I could see that.
Wow,
No, really? Like,
seriously?
I could see, because you've got that sense of humor, like a rodeo clown, like that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, you need a barrel.
Not an insult.
Wow.
Speaking of like the Houston Livestock Show and rodeo is coming back up,
Yeah.
you're about to get really busy, aren't you?
Oh yeah, we got to go chase the bulls away from the people, the humans,
From
the
cowboy.
actual people that matter.
Not to be rude, but like as a sense of humor.
Yeah. No, he went to school for.
Artie's gonna hold on to that now forever. He goes, remember that one time when they came in and they're like, you went to clown school, huh? Wow.
What did you go to school for real?
Actually, broadcasting. I was a TV journalist.
Okay.
I was on TV. This
Ooh.
face.
Can you believe it? But it was in Nebraska.
We saw a picture the other day, and I'm like, I was on TV and I looked like that. I was big. I was
Yeah.
huge.
There's
And I was
that
like,
challenge.
Why?
Like on Facebook and on Instagram. It's like the
did
10
that.
years.
I did it.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Is there a big difference?
In mine, I didn't see it.
Yeah. Did you have a big
Yeah.
difference?
Well, I was super young 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah,
was fresh out of high
She's young
school.
still.
How old are you?
28.
28. Okay.
Yes.
That's how old Ethan is.
Ethan. No, Ethan's 16.
Yeah. I was oh, look, she has some eggs. She has 100 chickens.
Nice.
And
Fresh
that's something
eggs.
else.
You
Like,
have eggs yet.
well, not yet, but we're going to. I'm already planning it.
There you go.
How about, are y'all big on like the organic, like that, or you know what I'm talking about? Just like, hey, fresh from the farm.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Less processed is going to be better for you.
Yes. Organic is just so expensive.
It can be,
Yes.
unless you find a friend that
Yeah.
has 100 chickens and they just bring you eggs. So that's cool.
We have
Kurt.
a member at our gym. She brings in like these huge. Her son actually grows them butternut squash. Like she brings in a bunch
yes.
of. Miss Beverly. She brings in a bunch of
Mm-hmm.
grown.
That's
farm
cool.
berries.
You had some butternut squash last night too, right?
Well, no, I had spaghetti squash.
Oh, it's different.
Yeah, and I had an issue because I was like, "How am I going to cut this thing open?" In the meantime,
Mhm.
I got new knives. One of my best friend's nephew started selling Cutco knives, and I was like, "Yeah, I'd buy anything. If you're my friend and you're doing something, I want to support you." So I was like, "Wait, how much are they? Fine, okay, whatever." They split it up into payments, but they're really sharp. And so I forgot I had those Cutco knives, so I was just like, it went through it pretty
Did it?
easily.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
I mean, I had to put a little bit of oomph into it, but whenever I didn't have the Cutco knives, I was literally like, I wish I had an axe. I was trying to use like a butcher knife as an
Yes.
axe,
It's hard
trying to go through it. But no, it went really well. Oh my goodness. Ethan's like, I'm taking all these eggs. Ethan's mom is a nutritionalist, right? A dietitian. I'm sorry, because there's a big difference.
How many eggs? Dang. There's
So-
at least, let's see.
Each of us
12
and
times
then
4.
duck eggs.
And duck
48.
eggs, which they're bigger.
Come on, girl.
So a dozen for each of us.
We didn't go to school for math.
3
I can
times
teach you.
12, 32.
36. 12 times 3 is 36.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it's 10:48. We're going to take a quick break. This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. When we come back, we're going to be sewing it up and making sure everybody knows how they can get a hold of you guys, how they can come try it out and learn about Delta Life Fitness. This is Kickstart, 99.5 FM.
When we come back, we'll talk about the 3-step process and the other stuff that you guys have going on.
Crystal, of course I bought Mikey's knives. Why would I not buy Mikey's knives? I support
No.
Mikey, and I hope that you did too, Crystal. Support your own family. Literally her family. It's her cousin.
Former cousin? Or is that actually?
It's her cousin.
I get confused because she's like, oh, that's my former cousin. Or
Former cousin.
His name's Mikey Narvaez.
How do you become a former?
You can't. Kurt's. It's the clown school. they didn't
She
go over
said
that
it
part.
before. Or you said that with that when we were watching that video.
No, man.
Okay, I guess I'm just making things up.
What are you going to Olympia Grill? Like, are you making the plan already? Like next week or sometime? Oh, I
We
will
could.
say, if you go, maybe try and go Monday. Because on Monday, Olympia Grill and Chef's Table Charities, which is Chef Mary Bass, they're teaming up, and 10% of all the proceeds from that day are going to go towards families that have been affected by the government shutdown. So, like some Coast Guard
Yes,
families,
I saw that on the
military.
news last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And it's at Furniture Zone, like, because that's
Furniture
right next
Zone?
to our location.
Yes. Yeah.
on
Yeah.
the same strip as
Mhm.
Furniture Zone.
So they're a drop. They're a drop if you
Mhm.
wanted to do like a gift card. And yeah, Stephanie and her family are awesome. We love them. Like diapers, anything. And so on Monday, Olympia Grill, yeah, you go eat there. 10% of whatever you get is going straight towards Chef's Table, so they can get
Very nice.
HEB gift cards and make sure people are. Because we were talking about earlier, like if you didn't get paid for a couple months, like what would happen? You know,
Yeah.
Oh, I would. I would just.
just kill me, just kill me
That's-
now, right? You know, it's just like you can't do it. Like,
I
what do
don't
you
know,
do?
yeah, well, how would I live? Like,
And you
From
don't
my
have a
apartment.
family. If you had kids,
Mm.
because your kids
Yeah.
need to eat,
Yep.
everything else. So It's a
Ethan,
good
why
thing.
are you putting that in your mouth? You gotta cook the egg first. Ethan.
So just like a duck egg.
Ethan, if you crack an egg in here, we're gonna be very upset. Are you posting that to Instagram? Did you see that? Okay, on Instagram. Are you on Instagram?
Uh-huh.
Somebody posted a picture of an egg yesterday, and it kind of went viral on Instagram because it got over 8. Well, now it had 36 million likes on it. It's the only picture, and it was like, let's make a new world record. Kylie Jenner has the most.
I did see that.
Yeah, 18 million
Yes.
likes on a picture, and that's like the
Yes.
record. And so it said we can break that. And so a picture of an egg from a brand new Instagram account had, when I liked it, 36 million plus views or likes and over 5 million followers on the egg.
Oh wow!
It
Yeah,
was
I
verified.
saw it
It was verified.
next to Kylie
That's
Jenner.
crazy.
The egg
That's
was-
crazy.
Yeah. Did you like it?
I'm on Instagram, but I didn't see that.
I'm going through right now.
It would have
I
been.
just
It
saw
had to
it
been
next to
somebody who
Kylie.
already had a whole bunch of followers that were like, I'm gonna do this because there's no way. Like if I started
It's one
an
post.
account,
It's one post, man.
I realized.
So
but
this is
had
how they do
another
it.
Account.
I could no. Well, I don't think so. The way they do it is they just go post on these big accounts as comments, like, "Hey, I'm trying to break a record for." I see it all the time on different accounts that I follow, and sometimes I'll click on them to go see, and it's like, "Hey, why does this account already have, 500 followers?" Yeah. Well, yeah, it's the verified one. Let me see. How many likes does the egg have? Did they post more egg pictures?
I don't know.
I'm gonna have to check this out.
Yeah, I just saw it and I was like confused.
Because they're trying to steal those
An
likes,
egg.
so people like
Yeah.
you will like their egg. Because no, that one only has 372,000 likes. That other one had 5 million.
So if I go into search, it'll pop up.
Oh,
Is that it right there?
And
Is that it right there? The side by side?
Well, it could be some people trying to be like it.
55,000.
Oh, that's funny. It's people trying to bite off the fame of the stinking egg.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, are you guys fighting again?
This
I'm
is the one I
reading these
saw.
comments over
Ethan,
here.
go away. What's going on?
I was mind blown by what she said about the whole former cousin thing. I wasn't.
Josh Davis. Mikey is her cousin by blood. So Josh would have been yeah. So after this next spot we'll go. So
So we'll got 1 minute after.
Cool. I'm gonna fire both of y'all today. Do you guys want interns? They're gonna be looking for a job.
I'm looking for an unpaid internship.
Dang.
That's funny.
See, crystals, we keep them separated, but they find a way to fight over the
Over the social media.
Facebook. Yes.
This is what we want to avoid.
We are a positive Christian radio station, Ethan.
And we're not so positive interns.
That's what we're trying to change. We're trying to impart that.
Princeton's
Hopefully.
values it.
Has anybody else seen the egg on Instagram? Have you liked it yet?
I did. I would like to try it and see it. Mm-mm.
Okay, we got 10 seconds, and then we have about like 3 minutes.
Perfect.
Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart right now. It is 10:54 a.m. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Curt.
We have two special guests in studio from Delta Life Fitness. We have Jennifer and we have Jen.
Hello.
How are y'all
I'm glad
doing?
you guys aren't both Jennifer, because that would get really confusing really fast.
Well, I think they are.
Well,
Did you
yeah,
sh-
my name is technically Jennifer.
For
And I
the
usually
sake
go
of
by
us.
Jen.
I was
by
like,
my
do you go by
friends.
Jen?
I do
Yeah.
with my close friends, or whenever one of our members who I taught with for forever, she taught my kids, I taught her kids who are now grown in college, and one's getting married. Where's Rady at? You know, she's like,
Yeah.
they're like, who?
Is there ever people that call you Jen and you're like, you don't know me like that? We're not on that level.
No, only if you call me Jenny.
Jenny.
Yeah, I'm not a Jenny. Only to my nephews and my niece.
That's what I went by in high school. Was
no,
Jen.
I was never a Jenny.
Did you go by Jenny ever?
in high school.
In
yeah.
high school?
Yeah, like all through high school, elementary, and then I changed it to Jen.
Jenny on the Block, one of your favorites?
Yes.
Jenny from the block.
Jenny
From
from
the
the
Block.
Block.
Yeah.
I don't
Jennifer
even know
Lopez.
these.
Yeah, J-Lo. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we only have a couple minutes left.
Yeah.
Can we remind everybody the locations, how they can find you on social media, and then also after that, just share like why is a good reason to come check you guys out.
Yes. So on for Delta Life Fitness Bay Area, we are located in Dickinson, Texas, and we are right between Lake City and Dickinson. You can find us. We have a couple of different pages that you can find us on. Delta Life Fitness Bay Area on Facebook. We also have Bay Area Women on a Mission. It's more of an open forum community where we have you have to ask to join to be a member on that page. So it's kind of a private group. And once you're a member, you get into our exclusive members only page. And then we're also on Instagram, DLF Bay Area. And what was the other question? Where we're located? Address 2200 Dickinson Avenue.
Cool. And then the Friendswood location.
Yes, so we are located at 804 South Friendswood Drive, right on 518. You can find us on Facebook, Delta Life Fitness Friendswood, and also deltalifefitness.com. You can go on there, request a free trial class. Your first class is always free, so you can go on there.
That's cool. That's what I was going to ask
Yeah.
as well. So there is an option if somebody wants to come try it,
Absolutely.
Yes.
and they can do that through the website.
Yes.
Can they
Or
just show up
contact us.
or
Yeah.
just contact?
Well,
Okay.
yeah.
Just
That's
contact
cool.
us, come in.
Yeah, we have our 30-minute signature tone torch classes. So like she said, you can go on and get your free class. The free class is always free.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we also have this amazing 6-week challenge going on at my location, her location, starting up next week. So we also have
What does that entail?
it's we can go over more details when you contact us. So
Okay.
it does have 6 weeks of unlimited workouts. And it is a challenge. So we do have a challenge with that. And they can contact us. So it's heart rate based. So we actually have heart rate monitors in both of our gyms. So it's a chest strap that you wear. You can actually see what percentage of your heart rate that you're performing at. It shows you how many calories you burned in your workout. We have points that you earn. You have a goal of earning like 1,300 points a month.
Mm-hmm.
During the 6-week challenge, it's 1,800 points with 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And
So go ahead. I'm
your
sorry.
heart and how many beats per minute your heart is actually functioning at. It's right there. You can see it. And it helps us as coaches, like, okay, bring it down a little bit,
Yeah.
or hey, push yourself a little bit, so it kind of helps us monitor our members as well while they're working out.
My thought is that 6 weeks challenge would be great for somebody who hasn't taken that 10-year challenge photo yet. Like, like 10 years ago, man, but in 6 weeks, if you can
That's
like
right.
make it significant, your diet, exercise, you can do a lot of work in 6 weeks. And then you can take that photo and be like, ta-da,
Absolutely.
I look
Yes.
better. I glowed up. I look younger, and everything is just how it should be, right?
Two things for the 6-week challenge. First of all, I think the challenge should be just to get me to the gym,
That's
like
yeah,
in some
that's it.
time
We
during the
just-
6
yeah.
weeks, and then I win, right?
Well, that's a step in the right direction.
That's what ours is more of it's more of just getting, because when we buy off more than we can chew, if we want to start getting nutrition and exercise in there, let's like take one step at a time. because it's new to people off the street. You know, if we're going out to eat every night, we're not going to the gym. You know, we're stagnant in our lives. Let's get them into the gym and just start that healthy lifestyle first, and then we can talk nutrition as well.
And it's 30 minutes.
30-minute tone and torch workouts. So we're going to have strength and cardio conditioning where you'll be able to lean out and tone up. Workouts are for any and all fitness levels. We have modifications. We can progress the movement for advanced movers. And it can be as easy or difficult as you want it to be.
That's cool.
The second thing was, as the heart rate thing scares me, because usually I would just go to work out to get the free shake. And so I would just sit there and be like, I'm just here for the free shake, and like lay around.
No, we're going to motivate. We're going to motivate you and push you and encourage you to do your best. And you know, those ladies, they want those points, because you get points for however many minutes your heart rate's in certain zones.
Do you get to redeem the points?
Sometimes we do have challenges.
That's cool.
Our most MEPS person this month got their month for free in December, just to keep people moving during the holidays.
So people could turn in prizes. We could give like a KHEA shirt or something like that for a prize for somebody who does really, really well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right now it's 10:59. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. We're on every weekday till 11. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
So we still have that Friendswood, that gift basket to give away, and we're going to talk to you guys, but I think we may be able to do something with that soon. So this is Kickstart KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. Coming up next is Tomlin. Stay tuned. We're going to have an awesome day today, and tomorrow's going to be an awesome show as well.
Yeah, tomorrow we're going to be doing just what we're doing. I didn't look at the list. I'm sorry. I should have looked at the list.
Who's on tomorrow, Kurt?
Hey, tune in tomorrow to find out who we got. I guess.
Thanks, guys.
Yes, thank you.
Later, Facebook.
Bye, Facebook.
Bye.
We love you.
Bye. Y'all have an awesome day.